Hey, everybody, welcome to Night Out Lounge.
Surprise.
Surprise. Here we are. We're still living.
Well, it's just been a couple Fridays that I guess it was your sinus issues and going to bed early, and we had a guest and she lost the internet. Well, for almost 3 days, I guess, internet and power. So we had to cancel. Got her rescheduled. She's coming in a couple weeks. And
Yeah.
then Memorial Day is last weekend. We didn't want to bother anybody with a guest. So we just kind of took last Sunday off. So we're
Speaking
back.
of,
Hey, hi, Carl. And Moon and Val and Andrew. I'll get that over with.
I can figure out what I'm doing.
Hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah. I feel lost.
Wow. It's only been a couple weeks.
Well. So speaking, we have Carl coming on Sunday.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And we've been talking through Messenger and stuff, and I think we're going to be going over cryptids and ghosts and stuff that happened in Illinois.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah, because when I saw him on Coley's, he was talking about a lot of Illinois, and I went, "Oh, Illinois? Oh."
Yeah.
So he probably didn't realize it until you guys started talking that, yeah, we're in Central Illinois.
Yep. So we got Carl coming on Sunday, and then like you said, we rescheduled Lynn.
Lynn Monet. Welcome in, Mel.
So then the following Sunday, we will have Lynn, which was supposed to be our last Sundays.
Yeah,
We're going to be talking about her elemental, her gnome Bob, and her new book, Becca Dawn, which I think both of these books, Bob the Elemental and Becca Dawn Drive, I think I did the cover page for both her books.
Aw.
I know Becca Dawn Drive for sure, but Bob, I'm not sure if we decided on a book cover or not. I was making one for her, and then we kind of got busy and doing stuff, but we'll talk to Lynn about it when she comes on after Carl the following Sunday.
So Bob's the little guy in her sister's house in Louisiana, right?
Yes, that's the gnome that inhabits the property, and I think there's some new developments with Bob, so we'll have to get into that with Lynn when she comes on.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, but she lost internet and power. Did you ever find out why? I mean, almost 3 days was an awful lot of time for not having power and internet, but it happens.
So once again, Carl's coming up this Sunday. And then as far as I know, we are scheduled to be on Jessica the Cryptid Huntress on Monday for her 1 p.m. Eastern show. So we will be talking about the Great Lakes mysteries and mermaids, and I think we're going to talk about us anyway, personally, Illinois, like Chicago mermaids that's right off of Lake Michigan, and possibly some hidden vampires and some ghost stories.
Hi, Dojo. Yes, your state was mentioned. Yes, our guest in 2 weeks has a house that was her sister's down in Louisiana and has a little fae that pops in and pops out, and she knows what he looks like, and we're going to talk about him.
Oh, here, I forgot to add comments to the stage. There we go.
So yeah, welcome in, Trey, Dojo. I know I saw you last night say that you want to change your name.
So it's going to be a busy couple of weeks for us. Got some guests, and if we keep doing our Friday nights, hopefully we won't miss a Friday night. Hopefully storms and all the sinus and allergies have went away, hopefully for now anyway. So
welcome in, Daryl. Yeah, for a while it was both of us, and I lost my voice. I still don't have it fully back, I don't think. And then last week you went to bed at midnight. It's just, or some bad storms, and we were concerned that we were going to lose power. So we went live just with the storm, and that kind of counted as Friday night.
Kind of, not
Yeah,
really.
we had a lot
Not
of people
everybody follows us on our 24/7. They look for us on Midwest Night Watchers, but they don't necessarily go over the 24/7 because they don't expect us to be there live all the.
right. Oh, I get a couple messages like, "No show tonight." And then I would write back, "No, she lost her internet." I said, "We will reschedule her as soon as possible." But things like that happen even with our guests.
Yep. And don't be surprised if this happens to go away here pretty soon.
I'm surprised you haven't asked for it to be off yet with
I
almost
know.
90 degree. Well, actually, it has been in the 90s. It's been
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah, I know. It's time. It's coming. Gonna get a haircut and get my summer shave going on.
And then start all over again. It won't be
Yeah.
that length until next year.
Yep.
So
So
we'll
what's
just
everybody
throw,
in chat doing? Anything?
I was gonna say we'll throw it out in the yard and let the birds and everything get it, and they use it for nests.
That's what we've been doing every year.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Robin.
Robin likes the Bigfoots.
Yeah, we got
So
a big one and a little one.
if you go to our 24/7, you may or may not see some new yard art, depending on which way the cameras are pointing, and especially at night, we got some new LED mushrooms and all kinds of night lights out there for the yard. I guess they're solar lights,
Yeah,
not night lights, but
solar light mushrooms. And I know those cute little things. And hooked up. Let's see, we got 2 cameras up since we've been on last. So yeah, we got 2 cameras. We're at 13. We're done at 13 for a while, guys. My whole screen over here is full. So yeah, we got 2 more different angles, and we can get behind the barn and the second driveway and watch the possums and fox and everything run up behind the critter cam area. And then we have one on the west side of the house. You can watch the birds take a bath, and just a different angle for storms. If we ever get storms now, we have no rain in the forecast right now.
yeah, nothing. It's going to be hot and miserable for a while.
Yeah, mushrooms. Now, I do love morel mushrooms. No, these are plastic solar lights. They were cute.
And concrete statues that you just got.
Yeah, they had some little concrete little mushrooms also, which are extremely heavy, but man, they were dirt cheap. And then they had a sale, buy one, get one free. So yeah, Garrel and I kind of took advantage of grabbing some solar lights and making our scenery cute in the backyard.
So we've been busy out in the yard and the garden and the goats and animals, and sometimes we get in the house when it's just starting to get dark, and I mean, I'll be honest, I just sit down in my chair and I just zone out and put something on the TV, and so sometimes it's getting hard to get motivated. It's like you miss a week or two on the shows, and it's like, oh, I really want to do a show, but then it's like, oh, this is so comfortable. But we've missed you guys, and we're glad we're back. And well, hopefully, like I said, we'll start doing every Friday or almost every Friday. There might be a holiday or a day we miss here and there, but
And there might be a Sunday we don't have. If we don't have a guest, we're not going to push it. We'll just go, oh well. We'll just have a Sunday off once in a while. Starting to get kind of difficult getting guests.
yeah, it is. I mean, people are getting busy, and there's so many get-togethers and conventions and all these things that people are going to. So it's hard to line up guests sometimes during these summer months.
Hey, Dwarfy, maybe
Hey,
he'll be available. He's about due to come back. We can always throw Dwarf.
Yeah, you get the dwarf on, and
yeah. Hey, Dwarf, we got some dates available. If you want to come on, give us some updates on crazy California.
I think Robin will come on. Right, Robin?
We got a Blazer in the house, too.
Blazer? Who's that?
Yeah. So, yeah, we could get Dwarf. Hey, Dwarf says anytime.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get together and you can throw them some dates. So we'll get Dwarf back and yeah, we
I'm
there
pretty
may not
sure,
be.
depending on what dates are available, we'll probably have Jessica coming back here.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just have to see what life brings. Who knows who we'll have? We might have some new people. Who knows?
Well, we were thinking about Gary and Lori and Cindy as a panel.
Yeah.
And speaking of Lori, where is Flamethrower?
I don't know.
Well, Dwarf House, California, is it still fire? I'm not seeing much reports on it, but I did hear Dwarf say that there was bad fire. So, Robin
They
and
had
Dwarf,
a
how's it going out there?
dwarf went live tonight or today because they had a cougar loose in the streets.
What? I missed that. You mean an old lady or in spandex
Well, I'm
or?
sure there was old ladies running around the street in spandex and probably at the mall, but this was
This is a
actually a
real
big
cougar?
cat.
Oh my gosh. I guess I was busy out doing yard work or something. I missed that one. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go back and watch that.
There was a lot of police action going
Oh my
on. They were
gosh.
combing the streets, and
Did they get it?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever found it. Dwarf, did they find it?
Hi, Pyro. Welcome in. And Pie Light, welcome in. Yeah, Dwarf, did they actually catch it? Yeah, lots of spandex and Santa Monica.
It was fun to watch.
Wrong cougar. Wrong cougar alert.
I was sitting, they said cougar alert, and I thought, well, what are they going to a mall? Are they going out shopping? What are they doing?
Wow.
Going to a bar? Where are they finding these cougars at?
I was wondering about the fires, but now you think the cougar was because of the fires?
Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. Makes you
Could be.
wonder if, the fires are that bad that the animals are scattering.
Right.
Robin says, fire last week across the street, like every year. No evacuation here, but the neighbors came close. Over 600 acres burned.
Wow. Yeah, we were talking about that.
And Dwarf said
He
that's
says that same area burns every year.
Wow. Hey, welcome in, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly.
Yeah, Dwarf says possibly. Maybe they're on the run because of the fires.
Should be a Bigfoot or dog man somewhere running around then.
Oh, if I could scroll this down. You can read that one.
Yeah, it didn't wear spandex. I gotta say though, back in the 80s, I think I did have like a pair of shorts that were like spandex. We played mud volleyball too. We not only did we play volleyball, but we played mud volleyball in a bunch of tournaments.
I don't think this community is ever going to get away from that spandex.
I don't think so either.
Oh my! And it started on Jessica's channel. When she came
Zinka.
over here.
I don't know what Pink Zinka is.
Pink Zika. Zinka? What's she barking at? She hear my voice?
She wants to come in there with you.
She can't. No. Sorry, doggy. This is spandex. Oh.
She just gave me a disapproval.
Like, huh?
Yep. She's still doing it.
She don't want to come in here.
So anyway, I got some I got a little bit of Illinois history I found.
Ooh.
Even though we didn't do a show on Fridays for a couple weeks or whatever, I was still collecting stuff. So I had too much to even upload for tonight. So I tried to get it. And you know how we go on like either Bryce's show, Esoteric Atlanta, or we go on Jessica's show, we bring up religious pictures with UFOs and stuff like that in it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been finding these videos of people taking those pictures, and then they use AI to bring them to life or to sharpen them. So I got a bunch of those to compare back and forth. A lot of pictures that we normally show on our interviews or our shows. So I got some AI 3D, some really nice 4K pictures that show to
Oh,
compare
nice.
one
Nice.
picture to another.
Amber. Amber went live last night or night before. I'm losing track. These days are getting weird. And
Yeah,
Heidi Pop. Heidi
one
Pop and
night
Amber.
they had a hi Heidi. One night Amber and them were out by a fire. Then another night they were in a cemetery.
Yeah, the other night she was in the cemetery again. I think it was
Yeah,
last night.
but I don't think they were having a fire in the cemetery. I think the fire was in their backyard or
Right.
something.
Yeah, the fire was in their backyard, and then her and
Probably
her
get in
daughter.
trouble if you start a fire in a cemetery, but I don't know. You never know.
I might have ghosts join her.
So speaking of cemeteries, and I was gonna do a video and I didn't do it. A friend of mine that I used to do genealogy and stuff with got a hold of me and wanted to know for Memorial Day if I'd go out to the old cemeteries and put flags out. So we hit, I think, 8 cemeteries, and we put little flags out by the gravestones of all the Civil War and Indian War and World War II and all the veterans' graves. So we made it out in the country to, I think it was maybe seven graveyards that we hit out in the country. A lot of people don't ever visit hardly, but they look like they've been kept up pretty good. Then this summer sometime, I think I'm going to go back out with him. He's in charge of one Catholic cemetery, old Catholic cemetery, that his grandparents and great grandparents and all of his family are in there. And there's some broken stones, so we're going to clean them up and use some kind of epoxy or whatever the material is for these stones, and we're going to put them back together and clean them up. So I think I'm going to be spending a weekend or two out there with Tom and get his cemetery in shape anyway.
I still wish he would have moved into his father's house. He would have been a great neighbor.
Yeah.
Darn it.
So yeah, we spent an afternoon going out to all those cemeteries and making sure there was flags on there before the Memorial Day weekend, and so that was nice. And let's see what else was going on. Some of the cemeteries have my relatives in them. My great great grandfather and one of my uncles or great great uncles was in the Civil War, so his Civil War monument is out there in one of the old family cemeteries that we went to. So I got to put a flag on his grave, and of course my dad's in the main cemetery in Henry, so he was a World War II vet, so he's got a flag. And
Have you ever been to Dixon Mounds?
yes, I have.
Yeah, because I have not. Shelley mentioned it. And then she mentioned Spoon River. That's kind of funny
Spoon River
because
Drive.
I love Spoon River Drive. My grandmother lived right next to Spoon River. Yeah, but I've never gone to the Dixon Mounds.
Yeah, I've been there. My
So,
parents used to take us to me, because I was the youngest, so the other kids were pretty much all out of the house except for my sister. But eventually, she was too when she got old enough and got married. So I was still in high school or even grade school. I was just pretty much just me at home because they were all doing their own things, the older kids. So we went to Amana Counties, Dixon Mounds. My mom and dad love flea markets and buying antiques and traveling like that all locally here in Illinois or Iowa. So I got to see it in Indiana.
hi, Andrew. And then Shelley says Dixon Mounds, perhaps going there as a child. Yeah, because I have not. I know this grade school here, which I didn't go to, but this grade school used to have field trips going there because I know some of the kids that went to Dixon Mounds, but maybe they don't go that far on field trips for these kids anymore. For
When
grade
I
school and
went
high school.
there, they still had the bodies on display.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if they still do or if you can get
Mm.
anywhere close to them, but you could get right up to them when I was a kid.
Wow.
They were, I'm trying to remember. We always talk about giants and all, the skeletons and all that. And I'm trying to remember if any of those Native Americans or the skeletons that they had at Dixon Mounds or that they brought in from another area to Dixon Mounds. I was curious. I can't remember if any of them were over 7 feet tall or six, whatever a giant would be considered. I can't remember if any of them were like really huge or big.
Oh yeah, Heidi mentioned Starved Rock. Is Starved
Yeah,
Rock or
I've been to Starved
Matheson?
Rock lots of times, and me and you
Math,
went to the trails and Matheson State Park, and
I like Matheson better than Starved Rock. So yeah, we enjoyed Matheson with the waterfalls and someone mentioned Cahokia Mounds. Yeah, that is a 3.5 hour drive, but we would love to go down there and check
yeah,
out
Cahokia. I
Cahokia.
want to go there
Yeah,
this summer. I don't know if we'll make
I'd
it or
love
not.
to. I don't know if it's going to be a scorching hot freaking summer. Oh my goodness. This is July, August weather, and it's already in the 90s for heat index.
I've talked to Bryce, Esoteric Atlanta, and I mentioned to her about the Starved Rock murders, which happened in
Mhm.
the late '60s. So I thought that would be an interesting show to do, and I thought about going there. Maybe if we go there someday this summer, we'll go to the canyon where actually they found the victims and maybe do some a live video or at least take a video from that spot. So there's all kinds of stuff we can do. It's just whether we fit it in and whether the summer heat will let us.
Yeah, like Robin said, Super El Nino is on the way.
But when I was out to the old grave sites, I wanted to take videos and I didn't do it because I was with Tom and we were busy finding the graves and marking them and stuff. He pretty much knows where they are. Well, we both have maps. I didn't have mine with me, but I have maps of all the old country cemeteries and who's in them. But Tom had his, so he was telling me where to put them or how to find them. And obviously, my relatives and people that I knew where they were. But I wanted to take video. So some night, late or in the evening, we could take our thermal camera out there and go to these old family cemeteries that I have family members and stuff in. I want to see if there's anything going on in the old cemeteries at night with the thermal and stuff. I thought that'd be fun.
I think it's cool that somebody's still taking care of these real old cemeteries out in the country. The ones that are in the fields and
Yeah.
yeah, and also you and Tom, you're both. He's what 10 years older than you, right?
I think he's about 10 years older than me.
All right, so he's in his low 70s. You two need to find somebody in the generation lower to take over this
Yeah, I don't know.
someday. We need to find some young guy, that would carry on the tradition.
Well, I'm pretty sure my relative, it'd be like a second cousin removed or something. They're in one of their families in one of the old cemeteries that my family's in, Sugar Grove, and I'm pretty sure he's the one. He's younger than me by about maybe 6 years or something like that. So I'm pretty sure he's the one mowing that cemetery and taking care of it because it looked pretty good. Actually, every cemetery we went to looked pretty good.
Good. I'm glad they're taking care of him.
But like I said, there were some broken stones. The old Henry Cemetery, which was before the new cemetery, and they have a potter's field. They have a potter's cemetery field out there where people that weren't in the family that the original Henry Cemetery was in, so they had the back section, and a lot of those stones, they over time, they got treated bad or ended up getting knocked down, whatever the case. But I think the Boy Scouts one year put a lot of them back up.
Mhm.
But I think there's still a bunch missing. So, I'm pretty sure I have that cemetery documented in one of my notebooks of who's all in there, including the Potter's Field.
Hmm.
So it'd be interesting to take my list out there and see what stones are still up compared to when that list was taken, and that's probably the 70s.
Wow.
So anyway, we got other stuff to talk about tonight, and those pictures for sure, and Illinois history. And I don't know about Creepy Acres. We haven't done that in quite a while.
Did you get any?
I still have all of last year's up here.
Ah, all right.
Creepy Acres is taking a break. They're revamping their website and all this stuff, so they haven't
Really?
they haven't been posting a lot of stuff, but
revamping everything, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
So let's see. Yeah, we got some we can do. I think we'll save Creepy Acres for later.
Yeah.
And we will start with this.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Warning.
Well, yeah, that's about right.
I don't know what he's pulling up.
You never know.
I never know. Yeah, you never know. Please be 18 and over.
Yeah. Could be Bigfoot after dark. You never know.
Williamsburg Hill. Never heard of it.
No, I don't know what that one is.
Where's that at, Shelley? I haven't heard of that one.
Is it Williamsburg, Kentucky? Or are you talking about like the Civil War stuff? So anyway, we talk about this almost every show we do. So May 31st is the blue moon.
Oh, that's right.
So we went through the pink moon, the flower moon, and now we're on the double moon for May. So the first super moon was the flower moon, and now the second full moon is the blue moon, because it happens twice in the same month. So it's the blue moon. So make sure you get out there May 31st. What's today? Today's
29th. 29th.
29th. So there you go. We're just in time to let everybody know about the blue moon.
And Shelley must be talking about Southern Illinois. Tower Hill, I've never heard of. So Tower Hill must be down there by Effingham in Southern Illinois somewhere. So I do not know where Tower Hill is.
So also, in conjunction with the blue moon, we supposedly have another planet lineup.
Another one?
We're going to have the blue moon, and supposedly Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter are going to line up in conjunction with the moon.
Wow. I didn't hear that. That's a new one. Another lineup. Wow. Okay.
And I don't know how often, it seems like, what is it, every 7 years or every so many years we see the big string of all the planets lining up, and including the moon. And seems like we just had one not too long ago, didn't we? Like 7 planets lining up.
Something. It was about January. Yeah, there was some kind of a big lineups a few months ago. Another Mercury retrograde. Another one.
Yeah, how many a year can we stand?
Oh my goodness.
So we got that. And then let's see. In case you haven't heard about it, I'm sure everybody's seen this all over Facebook, Instagram. But the CIA has been using Ancestry and 23andMe for DNA tests to hunt down aliens. according to the Daily Mail. So you can look that up online, and there's all kinds of there's actually a story in the Daily Mail, which comes from the UK.
That doesn't surprise me. I have
But
never trusted any of those
so I sent this
places.
to Jessica during her show because she brought it up on her last show on it was either
Wow.
Wednesday or Monday, I can't remember. Because I was gonna bring it up on our show on Fridays anyway, because that's when we talk about this stuff. So I sent this to her, but she already had stuff on it anyway. But she actually went to the Daily Mail website and showed it.
Uh,
I just happened to find this picture.
that is not surprising. I knew there was, searching for blood types and this and that. I knew there was an agenda behind all that. I didn't trust
Well,
any
see,
of it.
I made a comment in Jessica's chat that, well, what if it's not alien DNA that they're looking for? What if it's actually something like
A certain blood type.
the real Jesus's bloodline? What if they're looking for that?
Yeah, I think they're looking more like blood types. If anything that they say, it's always the opposite. So they're probably looking for certain blood types. Oh my.
So you got that to look forward to. I've never done a DNA test. I didn't even do a COVID test. I didn't even let them swab me or anything.
So I was just thinking they always advertise this at Christmas time to give this to somebody as a Christmas present, right? Or you're getting a gift to find out if you're an alien or not.
Lori just showed up.
Hey, Lori. Oh my.
So yeah, I mean they could be looking for Jesus's original bloodline or what, it doesn't have to be necessarily aliens.
Right.
I mean, I thought I remember the scientists say that we all have junk DNA built into our system anyway, that little section that they don't know what it is.
So I thought
what if that's the alien DNA? Wouldn't we all have it anyway?
Right. I thought they've called it, like alien DNA all these years.
I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if we even use it. They say it's a junk drawer where it's just all scrambled up in there, but it's like, okay, but do we need it? Do we use it? What if the alien DNA, the junk bin is really the beginning of human life? What if everything expanded off of that?
Just have no fear and fall into the fear mongering, folks. And don't get your DNA tested for ancestry. Oh my.
Well, that's weird. Because I think most people know. Maybe I could be wrong. There's probably people that don't know, but I mean, me growing up as a kid, we always went to our aunt and uncles, grandma, grandpas, and they were always talking about their aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandfathers. My dad always told me stories about his grandfather, and which is one of the stones in the graves that we took care of when we went out there this last weekend. I don't know. I think if you dig hard enough, you could probably find your ancestry without doing the test, but maybe you were adopted, or maybe you were an orphan, or maybe you don't know. I don't know. What have you been conjuring up?
I've been conjuring up corn in the garden and wildflowers and pulling up weeds. I haven't seen a whole lot of spiders though, so
I don't think that's conjuring.
But Lori, if you watch late at night, this time of year is when you're going to start seeing the spider crawling up on the camera, and then you see him coming back down. You'll love it, Lori.
I sent her a thing I found online the other day about magnetic spiders that you can put on people's vehicles or any metal object
Oh
People were
my,
putting them on cars. They look like real spiders.
magnetic spiders.
Yeah.
Oh my. No, we were trying to get caught up outside before the heat. Well, now the heat is here, but we do have a little bit of garden. The big garden is our son and his wife, my daughter-in-law. She planted stuff. Working on flower beds, and Gerald put up 2 new cameras. Thank you, Lori, for your contributions, because I am enjoying our new cameras because it went towards our cameras. And we're done for now. We got 13 going. That's enough for now that I can switch back and forth and show people different angles and different places.
Yeah. So we've had some people, buy T-shirts from our website from Midwest Night Watchers at printful.me. And that money, any money we make from that goes to either buying cat food or going towards equipment or whatever. And Lori has donated and she's bought stuff. And I think Bigfoot Dwarfs helped us out a lot.
Blazer has
Blazer.
donated so much Meow Mix. Thank you, Blazer. I know you're in chat too, because now the raccoons and the possums and skunks and even the fox, and once in a while a stray cat. But I mean, all these guys are out there just pigging out on the Meow Mix. So thank you very much, all you guys. Everybody who's donated, if it's T-shirts or Chewy or Amazon or whatever it is.
Right.
Oh, you're welcome, Dwarfy. We're all family in this community. We all help each other.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I know the animals do.
And speaking of a fox, he's up there drinking water, but he's not going to stay.
Well, yeah, we can bring up cameras anytime somebody's out there.
Yeah, but I don't have any. I didn't have a chance to throw food out. So he's just drinking water. He's going to take off. I need to throw bagels out.
So a lot of people talk about this. Or maybe not a lot of people, but at the Donner Party, do you know who the Donner Party is or what that's all about, that event?
Nah, I don't.
You've probably heard it.
Yeah, I probably heard it, but don't ring a bell right now.
Where the pioneers left the East Coast and they left and went out west, and they got caught in the passage up there in the wintertime and they ended up turning cannibal. They got caught in the snow and they ran out of supplies and well, anyway.
Oh no.
They actually the Donner Party left Springfield, Illinois in 1846. And they all joined the wagon train. And that's what Donner Pass is named after. In Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
And that was April 16th, I think, 1846.
Wow.
For that history. So I didn't actually know that. I knew they came through Illinois. I mean, obviously a lot of them came through, and they always say the gateway to the west was St. Louis, but this family left from Springfield and joined up with I don't know if they all met at Springfield. I think they all converged to one point, but I don't know if it was Springfield or St. Louis. But this family left at Springfield and joined the wagon train. Then they're the ones that are known in history for the Donner Party. I just thought that was an interesting thing that I found out about Illinois.
Interesting. I get Joe Monk lives in Donner Pass and once put it.
Joe Monk.
You open up a joint and start chicken fingers. Good old Joe Monk.
So how about Wild Bill Hickok was born in Troy Grove, which at the time he was born, it was called Homer, Illinois. But today it's Troy Grove.
Homer. They sure had fancy mustaches back in the day, didn't they?
Oh, I need to get a handlebar in
My
my stash
goodness.
or something.
You don't see anybody curling them anymore.
But I don't remember if I ever knew Wild Bill Hickok was born in Illinois. I always just picture him being out west. I guess maybe I did. I don't know.
You don't look like a friendly fella.
Well, it depends on what side of the law you're on, I guess, or what side of the gun. So there you go. Wild Bill Hickok, born in Troy Grove, or at the time, Homer, Illinois, in LaSalle County, 1837.
Dum dum dum.
Let's see. Let's do this one. Do you know what this house would be? Or why it's decorated?
Yeah, it's decorated.
It's got all kind of the windows, and it's got sashes up here, and
maybe a wedding.
The horse is decorated.
Maybe a wedding.
Got a ghost or somebody staring out the window. No, actually, this is when Abraham Lincoln's funeral progression, the train came into Springfield. This was Abraham Lincoln's house.
Oh,
they decorated for his memorial, and that actually is his favorite horse. That was his horse.
Aww.
And it was called what was it called? Old Robin. His horse's name was Old Robin. I don't know why. There's probably some kind of history. So that was 1865.
Hey, Gemini. Nice to see ya.
What's up, Gemini? Then everybody should know this one. This one gets talked about a lot by everybody. The World's Fair in Chicago, 1893. That happened here. Let's see. May 1st was the open ceremony in 1893. The Christopher Columbus expedition. So I guess I never really paid it. I guess it makes sense. That it was during the summer months. I didn't know exactly when the opening ceremony it was, but it was here in May in 1893 in Illinois. Everybody always talks about, and we've done shows on it ourselves, about the buildings and the style, and whether it's Tartaria, and then you can always talk about the Devil of White City, the guy that was a serial killer during the time of the Chicago World's Fair, and he lured young women coming to the city to make their mark and start off their adult life or whatever, and he lured them into it's like a boarding house, basically a giant boarding house, and he ended up torturing and killing a lot of them. There you go. Carl says H.H. Holmes. That's what it was. So if anybody ever reads The Devil in the White City, that was a great book. I loved that book. Gory. It was sad that it happened, but it was a good book.
And Gemini says she's glad we're back. So yeah, we've either me or him or weather or storms, allergies, and his sinuses. Or there was one night I think we did so much yard work we looked at each other and went, "No," we were just worn out. We were just worn out. So I think another one we popped on just for a couple hours just to hop on. But yeah, didn't really get everything we wanted done outside, but now the heat is
Right.
here, but we're trying to get caught up.
So Carl, who's coming up on our show this Sunday, he was just in Alton, Illinois, so he'll know this one.
Hey, Brian Barber, welcome in.
So Miles Davis, well-known, fantastic jazz musician, was born in Alton, Illinois, 1926. And I know Carl was just there and went to some spots there in Alton, including the Alton Giant, Robert Waldlow.
Oh yeah.
He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for being from Alton. So not only do we have the Giant, the tallest living human being at the time, but we also had a jazz musician, Miles Davis, that everybody likes to talk about.
Hey, Cosmic Joe, welcome in.
Then this one, people like to talk about this guy too, even though it's for the wrong reason.
Poor Keisha.
I know she's stressing out over here. She's not over there with you.
Well,
So May 22nd, 1942, math prodigy and assistant college professor Ted Kaczynski was born in Chicago, but he was also later known as a Unabomber.
oh,
So everybody should know who the Unabomber is and all the documentaries and all that. So, but I didn't realize he was born in Chicago.
oh, wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
I mean, we can bring up John Wayne Gacy and all that stuff, but I just thought the Unabomber was. I've watched a lot of documentaries and stuff on him.
The moral of the story is, don't worry, folks. You can trust us, even though we're from Illinois.
Well, even if you're born in Chicago, doesn't mean you have to be a bad person.
Yeah.
So let's see. Where should we go next?
I can try bringing her in here if she'd lay on the blanket over there, but
Oh, she's laying down. She's just
all
whining.
right. To let everybody know, I have two cats in here sleeping, and one is sleeping on her dog bed. And so
That wouldn't go over very well.
she would not be happy if she comes in here and actually realizes why she's not in here. She's not in timeout. She's not in trouble. Poor dog. I just, but if she was upstairs, she'd be barking and barking and barking. So we put her next to Carol. But if she came in here and realized there's two cats, she'd be going, eh, and really copping attitude. Boy, she's whiny. So
Oh yeah, Daryl. I've seen those. In Chicago in the museum, they have the stuffed lions that the movie The Ghost in the Darkness, the man-eating lions that they hunted down. Those two lions are stuffed and are in the museum in Chicago. So yeah, you're right. There's all kinds of stuff in those museums in Chicago. Well, actually, all museums everywhere. It is so weird, though. You have museums that have like grotesque and weird stuff, but then all of a sudden, in like the natural history section, you have the two lions that were man eaters. That you have a really cool movie made about it.
So we do have a coon out there. You can check on the critter cam.
We do.
And you can show everybody our Bigfoot. Mad Pax, welcome in. Dojo was here. I think he's still here. He might be here. Now we got a Mad Pax.
You got a spider web on a color cam.
Oh, you mean the backyard color?
Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about showing?
No, black and white critter cam.
Oh.
Yeah, those bugs and spiders do like the color lights. I got to go out there and keep wiping them off. Oh, he's got my coon hat. You might have to zoom in on him too, but you can show everybody our new Bigfoot.
All right, so there's the black and white of where we normally feed stray kitties and the foxes and coons and
Birds.
possums show up. But right there is one of our new yard arts that we put up against the trees right there where they, so he's staring at the animals when they feed.
He's so cute. Sorry, buddy, I haven't thrown any bagels or bread or anything out yet.
Yeah.
Busy getting ready for the show. And
poor guy.
Speaking of critters, going to go look for some very tall critters tomorrow. I will take a sweat and Alex just in case, just for Jane. You mean sweet and low?
What?
He's going to take a sweet and low box out just in case.
Oh.
Hey, Jason. Welcome in, Jason. Oh, that's funny, Brian.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, there is some like strawberries and cherries and some stuff out there, but I didn't throw food out there yet. I'm sorry, dude. There might be sunflower seeds and some cracked corn left.
Yeah, he's got his butt up on the waterfall for some reason. Uh-oh, where's he going?
Was that lightning?
Oh, no, he's probably going to find some insects or...
Yeah, we've got 2 coons that's been showing up. I haven't seen the mama possum with the babies for a while, but man, that was so cute. And if you haven't seen that, go to our channel and click on the video section. I finally experienced in my life actually seeing little baby possums running on mom's back, and it was the most cutest little thing. Then we got a couple regular possums. 1 skunk. I don't know what's going on with the skunks. Last year we had like 5 or 6.
Yeah. There's Mad Pax. I didn't see him come in.
Yep. Mad Pax. We got the fattest critters because of Blazer's Meow Mix.
Oh, then wow.
Then we go to the store and get cheap bagels that are on sale.
Carl said he had a friend at age 13 snuck out to go to a party. After the party, is walking home and a van pulled up and the guy really tried to give him a ride. He declined later to find out it was Gacy.
Ew. Oh,
Carl's friend would have been in the basement of the crawl space. Most likely.
No, I didn't hear that, Brian. He said, did you or Garrel hear me tell the Bigfoot that snatched a coon in front of me in the dark?
No.
Caught it on thermal.
Wow.
Oh. Well, I know the other night something got something because I was sitting in the backyard, and it's a horrible sound when you hear something get caught and struggle and squeal and scream, and then it's silent. So I don't know what got something, but something got something.
Well, it looks like he left, huh?
Yeah, like I didn't put food out.
So there's the new yard art, or one of them.
Wow.
This one's made out of metal.
Yeah, I think these will last longer than the wooden ones that you find.
Plus, it gives it the rustic look. So, all right.
Believe it or not, we found him at a grocery store.
Yeah, can you believe that? A grocery store had this guy.
Well, they had the nursery section, greenhouse, and your vegetables and flowers and all that stuff. And then they had yard art all over the place. So we pulled up. We were going to go in the grocery store, but said, "Oh my God, Bigfoot! I see Bigfoot!" And they had a really big, huge one. He's holding a bucket with fish, and we just kind of went, we just didn't like that. And then we went back and got a little one. Oh, he's kind of little. He's just smaller.
Night Stalker stories. You have to come on our channel and tell some Night Stalker stories. I've always liked the Night Stalker as far as the sitcom or the TV series. Actually, on our Rumble channel, we played a lot of the Night Stalkers. I don't know if we got through all of them or not by the time we quit doing the movie night. The giant spider.
Once in a while, we'll see kind of a wolf spider, but not as big as when I was little. My gosh, the wolf spiders were as big as a tarantula. But once in a while, we'll see a little wolf spider. But most of our spiders are the little orb spiders that make their webs every single night on your porch. And
Yeah, we haven't had a golden garden spider in quite a long time. We used to
but
get
yeah,
those.
but now then we ended up getting praying mantis, and they ended up getting all the garden spiders. So it's kind of early for spiders. I mean, they're starting to come out, but the ones that make the real big, pretty webs that the morning dew sticks on, that's usually in the late summer.
So here's our other.
Hmm.
Oops, sorry, hit the wrong
Coon,
button.
the coon came back.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I brought this up. So here's our garden view of the night sky, and this is one of the newer night color cameras that we bought. So there's our other Bigfoot. He's out. He's hanging out in our garden with a big portal windmill spinny thing, plus our 8 foot. This guy's 8 foot tall.
Then we got a little double spinny. Ooh, that was something.
That's we. Jane says that's what's creating a portal above the Bigfoot. Is that
I think everybody has a tick problem. I am not going out. We usually like walking the train tracks, checking out all these trees in the area, looking for structures and broken limbs and any kind of signs of our Sasquatch. I ain't going out this year. I mean, we took a bike ride and kind of rode around a little bit, but I don't trust the ticks this year. I'm hearing too many stories of these farmers finding boxes of ticks. So I've heard other people, but they're in other states, so I'm not quite sure about Illinois, but now they're talking about mosquito problems for us.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Brian, we got 2 metal ones. And I actually took a projector and traced out an almost 8 foot tall pattern for a Bigfoot. I need to cut that out of wood or something. So we're going. I don't know. I don't know if I should. It probably will hurt resale value if we ever sell, or if the kids ever have to take over this place. Because I was thinking of spray painting a Bigfoot on the side of the barn. Instead of cutting it out of wood, I could just spray paint it.
Hi, Carrie. Welcome in. See, Carrie just came in.
Hey, Carrie.
So yeah, we just couldn't pass up the metal one. Then 2 days later, we had to go back and get the smaller one and put him out in the garden. Instead of a scarecrow, we got a Bigfoot. I'm sorry to hear that. His cousin died of Lyme disease. Yeah, they're just
wow.
Lyme disease, West Niles.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian.
Oh, sorry about that.
Now, my nephew got Lyme disease. I think it was Lyme disease, and I think there was medicine at the time. This was only a couple years ago, or a year ago, or maybe it was more than that. I can't remember. You remember, Jane?
That was quite a while ago when your nephew had that.
I think it was a tick. I think they said it was Lyme
I think
disease.
It was a tick. Then I had a classmate that had an issue with it for a while also because of the tick. Wow.
Now I've had ticks. I mean, obviously I've had ticks before, going out in the woods, hunting, mushroom hunting. Jane's had them, but obviously we never got tick disease or Lyme disease or anything. So I don't know. maybe
Well,
we're just lucky, or
so like I said, we haven't gone out this year to check any of the tree lines, for new breaks or anything since we've been out. But last year when we did go out, yeah, we came back. Both of us were covered. We took our shirts off. They were all over our backs. I mean, we were covered with them last year. So if this year everybody's saying it's a problem, I'm not going out. Staying in my backyard. We don't have that many trees that would have ticks that would be falling on us. But I hear other people saying that they're going out in the woods searching and they're just covered with ticks.
oh, that's sad, Brian. I'm sorry to hear that. Her husband passed away 6 months before too.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Am I just being paranoid, or is it mosquitoes and ticks? They're trying to keep everybody not from going outside.
I don't know. I mean, we've always
That's
had ticks, like you
ridiculous.
said, but it seems like they're getting worse and worse.
Wow. And our dog's not outside that much. I don't think she's ever had a tick, actually, because we don't actually take her.
No, she don't ever go out in the woods or out in the field with us, or she's an inside doggy.
Spoiled. She must be sleeping. I don't hear her whining anymore. Good.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I feel bad for people that are going out and having all these ticks. So
Let's see.
It just kind of gets me angry. All these reports of these farmers finding boxes of ticks, and like you said, hopefully these farmers are just setting those boxes on fire.
But if they got dropped from an airplane or from a helicopter or drone, whatever, maybe like you said, maybe they broke open and the ticks were already gone. So it wouldn't be no
they're just
good.
scattered. Right.
I mean, how did the farmers know they were full of ticks unless they had ticks still in them, or did it say ticks on the box?
Plum Island ticks.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you try to stay positive in life, but all this is going on. It just gets you angry. They're doing this on purpose. It's horrible. But yeah.
Let's start with a few creepy acres before we go to other stuff. So just so everybody knows that the artwork and the stories, how they're written, comes from Creepy Acres. You can find them on Facebook or their own. Now what?
Mad Packs. We all need to start wearing our fleas and tick collars.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that next? They're gonna.
I don't know, but then how do you know what's in those? They start making them for humans.
I know.
How do you know what chemicals are inside those things that are absorbing into your skin?
Can you imagine how many people are going to fall for it and they're going to start wearing collars? Oh my gosh. I can't.
New tracking device.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
So we're going to do a couple of these from Creepy Acres, just because I really like the pictures that they make with the stories.
Oh, now I'm crying. Yeah, don't go out unless you have your flea collar on.
So look at the guy staring through the window with his arm reaching in.
Ew.
So this is May 1st, 1971. I think it's folk. I don't know how you say it. Folk. I don't want to mispronounce it too bad, or we'll get a strike.
Welcome in, Tennessee. And Robin, you're right. Everybody keep your horsey pasty happy. Or happy?
Hi,
Handy.
Tina.
Hi, Tina.
So this is 1971 in Arkansas. Elizabeth Taylor and I don't think it's a movie star. I think it's this coincidence. Elizabeth Taylor is asleep on her living room couch when she awakens to see a huge, hairy, clawed hand reaching in through an open window. Peering in are two glowing red eyes. Her screams alert her roommate, Don Ford, and his brother, Bobby. The two catch a glimpse of the beast, and as it vanishes into the woods, they call the local constable, Ernest Walraven, who brings them a shotgun. Don, Bobby, and Elizabeth's husband, Charles, wait outside for the creature to return. When it finally does, the men open fire. After it falls, the three go to investigate. However, before they can locate a body, they hear a woman in a house screaming. Bobby races back, but as he climbs the ladder up to the back porch, there are no steps. So that's weird that he has a ladder for. I don't know. I think we talked about that last time we read this. Why he had a ladder to the back porch, but I don't know. A hairy arm seizes him, drags him to the ground. Frantically, he fights back. Once free, he bolts for the house, and his panic crashes through the door. Bobby would later be treated for shock and minor scratches at the local hospital. The scene would be forever immortalized in Carl Pierce's 1972 film, The Legend of Boggy Creek. So I'm sure everybody's heard of Boggy Creek.
Yeah. And I do see the red eyes in the top window.
Yeah. They do a pretty good job of depicting a lot of these stories. Let's see, what else we got? Some of these I think we did our very last show. I'm not positive.
Brian says, holy crap, I hate to admit it, but I've never watched Boggy Creek.
I don't think I've ever seen the movie. I mean, I've read the story and I've heard all about it, obviously, but I don't think I've ever watched the movie. Let's see. Let's go with
1111.
Let's go with this guy. May 15th, 1913, Farmersville, Texas. The Latham brothers, Clyde 16, Sid 13, Silby 12, are chopping cotton at the family's farm located about 2.5 miles outside Farmersville, Texas, when suddenly they hear their dogs, Bob and Fox, barking and howling in distress.
Poor thing.
Yeah, curious, the boys run to see what's causing the commotion. What they find is as bizarre as it is disturbing. The dogs have seemingly cornered an 18-inch, 45 centimeters, tall humanoid creature. The minuscule entity appears to be unclothed. However, atop of its head is a strange sombrero hat-like structure that appears to be part of its anatomy. The entire creature is covered in dark green, rubbery skin. The boys glimpse it for only a moment before their dogs tear it to pieces. Aw. The dogs got it. All that remains scattered in the grass is blood and tiny human-looking internal organs. Unsure of what to do, the boys returned to work, but throughout the day, they returned to check on the remains, questioning whether what they saw really happened. By the next morning, all traces are gone. The story would remain a Latham family secret until January of 1978, when Lawrence Jones, Sibley, Latham's grandson, shares it to the Center of UFO Studies.
Once again, a creature with a gorgeous six-pack. They are all in shape.
They are. It's weird when you do AI. Anytime I ever do Bigfoot, Dogman, they always have six packs.
Mm-hmm. Just those creepy acres. They're all buff and in shape. They must go to the cryptid planet or something. And work out through the night, lifting logs out in the woods. Jessica,
Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
it's past midnight there. Welcome in.
Yeah.
We're talking about Brian Sweetenlow box and six packs. Talked
Oh,
about spandex. We was talking about spandex earlier.
so I'm going to switch gears. We might come back to Creepy Acres. I don't know. But I found this the other day. You know who Queen Elizabeth the First is, right? You've heard of Queen Elizabeth.
I've heard of her. Yeah.
So she was the only living child from Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn that got executed.
Hmm.
So there's a castle that has a portrait of her, and this is a pretty famous portrait that was painted of her. Let me make this bigger. So she always had that porcelain doll makeup on her.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Right. And she always has these fancy, obviously ballroom, these dresses and stuff.
A little lizard collar.
So this was painted in 1592 by a famous artist, and it hangs, like I said, it hangs in the castle now.
15.
Well, look what's on her dress. Look at that.
What the heck? Those were the same creatures as that old
Those are
map.
the sea monsters that we've been showing on all these
Yes.
old maps. Her dress is full of them. I mean, it has
What?
birds and flowers and stuff, but all of a sudden,
Oh, that's
she has sea
crazy.
monsters on her dress. And supposedly the woman's house, or the woman's that owns the castle, or that family, she made dresses and gowns. So they said possibly the woman actually made this because they were besties. They were Elizabeth I, and this Bess was confident of her.
Wow.
They were really close. So they said that Bess made this dress for her, but it has sea creatures on it.
Looks like an old world map turned into a dress.
Yeah. So everywhere you look, all over this gown, you'll see stuff popping up out of the water. And definitely this guy. We've shown this guy so many times on
Yeah.
old maps.
With the double little spouts. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But the weird thing is, I thought, well, that's cool. You know, how do you go to having your dress for a ball or a queen has sea monsters on her dress? But then after looking around and kind of searching for that picture after I found out about it or saw it, I started doing history on it and stuff. I found this. This is Lady Jane of Hawthorne. About the same time period, around the same time period. But guess what's on her dress?
Same stuff, isn't it? Are you kidding me?
Let me bring up a close up of her dress.
I knew somebody would bring that up.
What?
I'd figured Dwarf would bring that up
Oh,
about the cleavage showing.
so
Oh my
she
God.
also has flowers and sea monsters.
Oh my
Not
God.
not quite as ornamental or as fancy as the other
Oh
one,
wow.
but she has them all over her dress too. So now I'm thinking, all right,
Why?
how many people in the royal family, women have sea monsters on their dresses or gowns? I mean, so this is the only two I've dug into so far. These two, and this one was in 1617 when this one was painted. So obviously, it was after the 1592 of Queen Elizabeth I. But it's like this makes me wonder how many other people. Was it a fad? Was it? I mean, why would they? I mean, I understand the maps. We keep showing the maps of all the sea creatures and weird stuff and dog men and
Oh boy.
but if you look into the history, somehow the guy from Iceland that made the sea monster map, the one that we always talk about, somehow he was involved with these ladies. I don't know if he was in the court or paid visits to them, or there was supposedly a romantic uh, alluding to him and one of the royals. So I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe that's why they had sea monsters on their dresses. I don't know.
Jessica says she had a dream this week about a pet unicorn.
A pet unicorn, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants a dog man dress too.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, why not?
And a Sasquatch peeking around a tree.
I mean, look at how many suits we see people in, like the disco era, and they had all these weird designs. I mean, why not rock a sea monster 3-piece suit?
Mad Pack says, I bet those dresses are made out of linen too.
Yeah. And they were all embroidered. I mean, if you look at her dress, let me bring Queen Elizabeth back up.
I was just thinking that they needed material real quick and found this old world map and just turned it into the dress.
Oh, this is supposedly all hand embroidered.
That is
And they have
wild.
she has gems and pearls and I mean all kinds of.
Jeez.
But then when you get down to the actual material,
Welcome in, Bemora.
and I looked it up, and obviously there's two sides to it. People say it's fake or whatever, but then you look at the history of the actual from the castle. They say no, this was possibly a real dress that was made.
Wow.
And obviously she sat for the painting. I was looking to see if there's anything weird with her feet, but I don't see anything.
A polyester leisure suit with a dog man print.
I don't know. Yeah, I need a leisure suit with some dog man and some blimmies on it or something.
What is the round thing by her hand? Is she holding it? Is it a tambourine?
No,
What
it looks
is
like it has maybe it's a fan. Maybe it's a fan, a fancy fan. I don't know.
It was just kind of stuck
Maybe
out
it's
like
a purse.
didn't belong. A
No,
pom pom? Yeah, it's a pom pom.
A pom pom.
The other hand, she don't have that.
I think we're going to make some
Yeah, a reptile. Yeah, she definitely has the lizard collar. What are you talking?
We're gonna have a spandex line of dog men, blemmies, sea monsters.
Oh, a spandex sale.
So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. In 1592, this portrait was painted, and it still hangs in the castle today of Queen Elizabeth I that has sea
Wow.
monsters on her dress.
Wow.
Then
And
I
they
found
wanted,
the other picture of
and
Lady Jane.
they wanted their
She has sea monsters. So now I'm gonna have to start looking at all these pictures and paintings from England and Scotland and all over to see, okay, who else had sea monsters?
That's amazing.
Oh, the Blemmy Blazer. That's a cool. There you go, Blemmy Blazer.
Yeah, there we go. Blazer Googled it. You can pull that up and read it. I'm still wiping tears and laughing so much. Spandex.
Oh.
Spandex. You got to
I
have that
I
accent.
think these ladies were involved with the cartographer that made the Iceland sea monster map, and that's why they had sea monsters on their.
She's got the dress for Trump's ballroom.
Maybe we could do Blemmy Bloomers. We could do
Blemmy
undergarments.
bloomers.
Yeah,
Blemmy bloomers.
maybe their bloomers
Oh.
have sea monsters on them.
I like the one that you created. It says Blunty.
Yeah, Blenty.
The
I never did.
Blemmy Blunty.
I made that for dwarf.
New strain. Blemmy Blunty. OG.
I don't even know where that picture is anymore.
Spandex and Viennese sausages. Viennese.
Vaini.
Viennas. Vienna.
So
Vienna.
anyway, now we got to look at everything. Maybe they had carpets made with sea monsters on them. Obviously, tapestry and dresses, and they had old world maps. And
Carol Burnett came down in a curtain.
she did. She didn't have nothing to wear. This whole thing, I just saw it in the window.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. I'm glad.
Vienna hyena.
Vienna hyena. Vienna hyena.
Well, we'll have to talk about that on Monday's show, Jessica. I was telling everybody earlier that we're going to be on your show Monday and talk about the Great Lakes and mermaids and possibly Navy Pier and some other weird stuff.
Horses, don't get me started on the Summerline beachwear.
Summerline beachwear. I think we should maybe for people that tan. You remember how they used to put like the Playboy bunny on there, so you'd have the tan mark of the Playboy. We could do sea monsters. We could do blemmies. It could be a whole new tanning line.
They'd put stickers for your tanning.
Yeah, why not? Have a Bigfoot. Dog man thongs.
There you go, Jessica. Oh my gosh.
Well, you're
dwarf, those would sell good.
You're a Bigfoot burrito, Jessica. Maybe the thongs could be a Bigfoot burrito.
Bigfoot bikinis.
We always lose control of these shows.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm pretty sure pasties go somewhere else, but I was thinking more of like the hip area or maybe your butt. But I don't know.
I'm glad we went on. We needed this laugh. Oh my gosh.
Bigfoot pasties. I don't. What would you do with?
Oh, Dwarf would be so busy at that shop having that line.
Yeah, dwarf. You could sell them in your shop.
Tortilla ponchos. Why wear a hairy bikini? Don't we shave to stop that? What bastard part? Now we want fake. Oh, we were kids. All the commercials during the summer was Nair.
Nair.
All the hair removal. Nair, and then there was another kind.
I just remember Nair. I don't remember any other ones.
There was another kind that they were competing against. Oh my goodness. Now I'm crying again.
Kitty.
Oh,
Kitty.
that was good. Oh, yeah. Dwarf, you
I think like I said, where they used to put the Playboy bunny on for when they tan, and when they take it off, you have that light area with the Playboy bunny. You could do that with Bigfoot. You do that with Blemmies.
This is getting bad. Headable, hairy bikinis.
Yeah. I agree, Jessica. You need to start a shop, Jessica.
Oh,
I would be more than happy to throw all these ideas at you.
it was neat. So it was neat and Nair. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, okay. I remember Nair.
There's neat and there's Nair. I knew there was two of them. There was competition if they were better than the other one.
Oh.
Oh, wow. I hate body hairs to be illegal. You just stop shaving like Garrow and
yeah, just quit shaving. Who cares?
I've seen a lot of girls running around in hairy armpits these days. They don't want to shave anymore. They're just letting it all grow. Why not?
If we have not learned anything from Bigfoot stories, at any time somebody that stays overnight in a cave with a Bigfoot, is they always talk about how warm it was because of all the hair. So who wouldn't want to cuddle up with a hairy no shave November or whoever?
Well, looky there.
See there, a bunny tan sticker. We could do that with bunnies and Bigfoots and dogmen, unicorns. We could have a whole cryptid line of tan stickers.
Nair and Aquanet always at the blue light special. Man, I miss Kmart.
I only used Aquanet to set fires.
And kill spiders.
And it's probably why my sisters and my mom always wonder why the Aquanet was always empty.
Oh, wow.
That makes there you go, Lori. Is flamethrower still in here? Aquanet was great for spraying and lighting it up with a Bic lighter.
I used hairspray to go after spiders, and you spray enough hairspray on them, they stiffen up and they can't move. Then you can take care of them later.
If you just would have went one step further and put that lighter in front of it.
Oh yeah, the whole apartment building that I lived in.
Oh, it only burned that little.
Oh, Aquanet and a Bic lighter. Do you still have Gary's lighter? You need to give that back to him.
What?
Lori lost her lighter.
Oh, Lori and Gary's lighter.
Yeah, she took Gary's lighter. Oh, wow. You're always going to be flamethrower, Lori. Poor Gary.
With a lighter.
Yes, I still have it. You need to send that back to Gary. He's probably missing his lighter. Oh, sun in. Man, there's all kinds of things when we were younger they don't have anymore.
Patty the
Copper,
fine
yeah,
specimen.
Copper Tone had one that actually made you tan. You know, you didn't have to go outside.
Yeah, they had all that.
Made you look orange.
Yeah.
Turned into a big orange.
I I don't know. I think we're onto something.
There are Bigfoot stickers for tanning out. Yeah. Yeah, but how often do you see these? You know, do you see young kids actually laying out tanning anymore?
I don't know, but our neighbor tans all the time. I'm sure I could get her to put one on.
She goes to a tanning bed. Well, that would work on a tanning bed. Well, she did say that she heard voices at her window one night and looked out and didn't see anything. And I said, "You actually looked out the window?" I said, "I wouldn't have." And so then we start talking about Sasquatch, and I said, "It could be Sasquatch if you believe in them." And she said, "Well, what do I do if they come back and start talking to me?" And I said, "Just tell them to come to our house." I said, "They make noises in our window. So just tell them to go over to Carol and Jane's house and leave me alone."
Oh, Lori's at Cindy's.
Really? Hi, Cindy. So where's Cindy in chat? Hi, Cindy.
She's probably
Oh.
hiding all the hairspray products.
A natural Bigfoot tattoo.
Now I lost track of everything I was going to talk about.
Oh, Dwarf could sell those in the shop too. I mean, that'd go over big in California with everybody tanning.
Oh, yeah. Bigfoot, Dogman,
Ah, Cindy's in bed.
Patty. You could have Patty.
Hey, Lakeside Laura, welcome
Hey, Laura.
in.
We officially lost control of our show. It's fun though,
Oh,
in a good way.
Not sure if I got much makeup on left, but boy, am I crying.
Yeah, you could have Patty. You could have Patty stickers for the summertime for suntans.
Well, since it's now summer and maybe our spring allergies are under control, we'll get back on our Friday nights. I know everybody missed it. We missed it. We usually have a good old time on here.
You know, as many times as we've talked about stuff on this show, I wonder if we ever did any of them, if they'd ever make money. We talk about the weirdest stuff like the stickers for suntans and spandex, and I wonder if anybody ever really did it. If it would, it might be like the Pet Rock.
Now, if there's Dogman and Bigfoot on the spandex, now that would be probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a good idea.
Some of those spandex were kind of comfortable. There was that one name brand that was going around all the flea markets and everything. And
was that Lemon?
I don't remember what, but they were really nice, soft, and comfortable. They weren't really tight and cut off the circulation in your gut. Hey, Tyler. I warn you, you must be 18 and older for tonight. Because
what was that exercise? La La Lemon, or I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember. Maybe Robin or one of the girls knows it. It was a popular spandex company.
So we talked about Wild Bill Hickok being born in Illinois. Well, it wasn't that long ago that I was looking up old Western dime novels where they took all these Western heroes, these people that everybody looked up to, and they made them basically a story, like almost like a comic book, but it was a Western story. They call them dime store novels. Well, I'm cruising through all these old dime store novels that I'm finding online, and I'm looking up in the archives and the libraries, because they have really cool stuff in them, as far as hunting buffalo and old campfires and cattle drives and fighting bears. Davy Crockett and all them were in these dime stores. Well, guess what I found in a dime store novel?
Dime stores. Wow. Good old dime stores.
Well, this isn't really this is called a dime novel. I'm saying dime store, but it's just a dime novel. They had nickels, they had 20 cents, they had dime ones, depending on when you bought them. Well, I found this story, The Wolf Demon. Now, is that a werewolf? Is that
Whoa.
so this one they had it in the dime novel, then they also reprinted it in a 20-cent novel.
That's new. I've never heard of a wolf demon. Whoa.
So there's a whole story, and you can get this story. You can go to the archives, the whatever, and see this. So here's the New York dime novel from the library.
I think it's another name for a werewolf back in the day.
I think it's a werewolf, or maybe it's a dog man.
Wolf demon. Well, he actually does have a human more face. Oh. Wolf demon.
So there it is, 10 cents, number 49.
Wow.
So
So I
anyway,
take
there's
it
a
there was a
whole,
bunch of sightings of it.
I don't know. This is a story. So I don't know if somebody encountered it and told this story, then they ended up printing it in these dime stories, or if it was made up, but I don't think it was made up. I think one of these frontier guys actually encountered a werewolf or a dog man, and just like Teddy Roosevelt, in the Bigfoot story.
Like Daryl said, he's got a tomahawk in his hand.
Yeah. Maybe it's a shapeshifter.
Wow. Handsome
Anyway,
fella. Wolf demon. So
so this was entered. This was entered into Congress, so it's in the Library of Congress, 1870. And I downloaded the whole story.
Oh, wow. Okay. And good night, Mad Pax. And we'll try to keep quiet.
I don't know if yeah. If you still have us on, maybe Jane won't wake you up with the goat this time.
Yeah. I still feel bad that he was asleep and he woke up here to screaming goat. Good night, Mad Pax.
So I've downloaded and saved this story. So I don't know. I haven't read all the way through it.
How many pages?
Oh, it's a book. It's like 100. It says it's a dime store or a dime novel, but this has
Wow.
like 200 pages. So it's a long story. So here's the prologue, which is the beginning.
Wow.
And it says the great round moon looked down in a flood of silver light upon the virgin forest by the banks of Scioto, a beautiful full river which winds through the richest and fairest valley in all the western land. So this is like a real story, somebody turned it into a novel
Wow.
of whoever encountered this wolf demon.
Brian says, is it similar to the Batman incident with Teddy Roosevelt wrote? I thought he saw a Sasquatch.
Teddy Roosevelt told the story of a Bigfoot encounter. I don't know about unless it was a Batsquatch. I thought it was a Bigfoot.
Sasquatch?
It was some kind of creature, and they alluded to it as a Bigfoot.
Hmm.
I don't think it was the Ballman incident. Yeah.
I just, when I look at that tomahawk, I keep picking up that's a shapeshifter or something with, shamans and Indians and stuff.
This picture, it gives them red eyes.
Wow.
The next picture is the black and white one that that was actually printed in the novel or the book. So it's basically the same picture.
Wow.
So you can download this in PDF form or read it in PDF form. It's free. You don't have to pay for it if you search enough. So I'm going to read it all the way through, but I was curious if we read chapters at a time, if anybody would be interested in listening to the Wolf Demon.
You could always pre-record it and premiere it.
Yeah, see, I don't like doing that stuff. I like doing it live, man. I'm gonna read it live, just like we do cryptid reports. Maybe a chapter or a couple paragraphs a night or something, or at a time. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody wants to look this up, but then like I said, these dime novels, there might be Bigfoot stories out there. There might be other dog stories. I was surprised when I found the Wolf Demon. And I just found this by accident because I watch Bonanza, I watch Gunsmoke, I watch all these old westerns. And they always talk about, I've always heard of everybody, even my dad used to talk about, his grandfather talking about dime novels and how great they were and stuff. So I started looking them up. I thought, well, it'd be interesting to read some Buffalo Bill or Daniel Boone or whoever these guys were that were idolized or immortalized in these dime novels. And then all of a sudden this Wolf Demon pops in. Oh, bedtime stories.
And yeah, we heard that also, that Roosevelt was probably bombing that he was writing.
I like the Big Bang, and I like the song Soft Kitty.
Soft kitty.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, big
little ball of fur.
I've watched Big Bang so many times.
Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting. You guys can look up the Wolf Demon if you'd like to read it. I don't know. Maybe some night, if I'm bored, maybe I'll read off a couple paragraphs or a chapter. Ooh, look at that. The Dark and Bloody Land.
Ew.
So where was I anyway?
Talking
the
about
wide western land, the Great Corn Valley of the Shawnee tribe, those red warriors who in the excursions across the Ohio, the La Belle River of the early French adventurers had given to the plains and valleys of Kentucky the name of the Dark and Bloody Land.
Ew.
I think this would be a good story to read. So anyway, I thought that was very interesting.
I'm starting to see lightning bugs show up on some of the cameras.
Lightning bugs?
Yeah. They're kind of in the trees and stuff. They're not really in the field quite yet until the crops start popping up. It's neat seeing the lightning bugs. I saw a flash and I looked over and oh, it's a lightning bug.
Well, I'm going to grab a tea. I drank up all my RC already.
Oh my.
So you keep everybody busy.
Uh-oh.
And I'll be right back.
Daryl's audio book live. You have my vote.
It could be an audio book. I don't think I'm a very good orator or a speaker, but I don't have that great voice that people would want to buy an audio book, but
Bazinga.
I don't know. But it's out there in the public domain. It's a free book. It's in the Library of Congress. You can find it other places. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But anyway, I'm going to go get something to drink and I'll be right back.
All right. So what's up, everybody? Yeah, the lightning bugs are just now starting to show up. Usually the beginning of June is when we have a bunch of them. And I'll have them on the camera at the field, and you'll see them all blinking and coming out of the field. So there's just a few right now. I love lightning bugs. Oh, he'd be a good one. He has a good voice. Yeah. Late Night with Vic Condiff. Yeah, I agree to that. So did everybody have a good Memorial Day? It's kind of hot here, but it was enjoyable.
Hot, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. Brian said Vic Cundiff would be a good one to read those stories.
Yeah, I heard you guys say that. He has a great voice.
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
Like I said, I don't think I have a great reading voice, and I'd probably mispronounce a bunch of words, but it'd be fun to read.
Bedtime stories by
So
Gandalf.
shall we go to the pictures I was talking about?
Sure.
So we always bring up on shows that we've done about the religious paintings and pictures that have UFOs and strange stuff in the backgrounds. So here's one of them, the Madonna and the baby Jesus. And you can see the stuff in the background that we always speculate could be UFOs or portals or whatever.
Oh, there's so many of these old paintings with UFOs in the skies, and these are Christian paintings.
Then we always talk about, and I've had other pictures where I've zoomed in and the guy's up there like he's looking at whatever this is up in the sky.
Yeah. Hey, Claudette, welcome in.
Hi, Claudette. Well, and there's all these videos now online where people are taking these old pictures and putting them in AI and making 4K of what could be there.
Oh my gosh. And you didn't say
here you have the same UFO over there, and whatever this is happening over here by this city.
And you just said enhance it. You didn't say anything about UFOs.
I did not make these.
Oh, okay.
They're doing all this for all these old photos for old movie. People have films of and pictures of time travelers are doing those also. So I have a bunch of them. I don't know if we'll be able to get through all of them tonight, but it's still early. It's not quite midnight here yet.
All right. May not be a 4-hour show, but we'll keep on going.
So here's Jesus on the cross, obviously, and here's some UFOs or whatever these are in the background.
Wow.
So now AI sometimes or whatever will take a little, it might not match it exactly as far as this, but some of these, they come pretty close what it could look like. But a lot of these pictures we've shown on other people's shows and when we do interviews. So this one, the clouds, they turned them from like spaceship, because we always talk about UFOs being in the clouds.
Yeah, some of the clouds here lately even look like UFOs cloaking into a cloud.
They have the shape. They have the shapes of the clouds or whatever. So there's Jesus being baptized by John the Baptist.
And the dove coming down.
So you can find these pictures. This picture is real. the other pictures that I show, but then the ones that we're showing that are high definition are obviously AI made or
Enhanced, I guess.
enhanced. Look at this guy. I didn't even notice him.
Whoa, go back.
They got like aliens in the background.
Ew. Go back to the first one then. What
I'm
is
going now. I didn't notice it at first. Well, I don't know.
What?
That guy's obviously taken off his tunic to get baptized.
But they turned it into a little
But somehow
alien
they turned
creature like
it
a thing.
into
Ew.
he's got
It's Smeagol. A butt naked dude.
So I don't know about that part.
Oh,
The spaceships, I kind of see the clouds shaped like UFOs and stuff, but I don't know. I never even, the whole time I've been looking at this picture, I never even saw the alien until this now.
And I think the original picture.
I mean, it kind of looks like a weird person, but I think he's just taking his clothes off to be baptized.
Dwarf said it's a blummy. Yeah, I think he's taking his.
Maybe he took his skin off.
But normally you don't take your clothes off to get baptized.
No. I don't know. Maybe he's taking his skin off.
Oh my.
So this is the shepherds out in the field. And we've showed this one before where it looks like a spaceship with some rays coming down.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oh wow.
So here's the enhanced version, which that looks believable, like the original, I think. So people always talk about, was the Star of Bethlehem, was it a UFO? Was it a planetary thing where it only happened one time during this? So I don't know. Could be a UFO. Maybe that's. This picture, I don't think I've ever showed this picture before on any of our shows that we've done.
I don't think I've seen this one.
So that's obviously the Pope or a cardinal. I don't know what they're doing, but obviously these look like UFOs back here.
A bunch of them.
Then they're showing Mother Mary and Christ, or
wow.
So then here's the enhanced.
Jeez.
So Jesus is in a cloud, but also looks like there's a little mechanical, like a ship that the cloud and stuff is on. Plus all the other ones that we saw.
Is that a portal they're looking through? Wow.
Well, they said Jesus is going to come back in the clouds. And then, so now you got a spaceship and you got clouds or mist, which kind of looks like what this has clouds or a mist on it. And it looks like a spaceship kind of. And I don't know. Now, this one we've showed a lot.
Yes, I've seen that quite often.
There you have the angel, and you have Mary here. And there seems to be a beam coming from the sky. And these, like I said, these pictures you can find online. You can find them. They're actually in museums or in archives. So these pictures are real. Somebody actually painted these, and they're all old. So you got this UFO or this light, kind of like what we're showing in the previous painting, Now, I don't know they made this look like a drone, kind of, or something coming out of a portal and shining the light down on Mary.
Huh.
So I don't know. That one I kind of question about the drone, because you can't really see, or This looks more like a UFO to me, or maybe some kind of portal. I don't know. Still a good picture. I just questioned the drone looking thing, or is that supposed to be an angel, an alien angel?
Well, the Bible says an angel appeared to Mary.
Like I mean, would that be like a uh, cherub and Sephram, the weird creatures and things that are up in by God's throne? I mean, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe it is a mechanic. Maybe it's part of mechanics, because they always talk about in the Bible about things being made out of gold, lead, silver, iron, clay. Well, robots and spacecraft are made out of metals and stuff like that. I don't know. Interesting. Now we talk about this three panel a lot. Jesus once again on a crucifix. Now we always talk about these guys up here in the corner.
Yeah. There's a little guy riding in that little
Guys
ship.
in spaceships. And you got angels in the sky, and here's another guy over here. So every time we do a show, we always bring up a close up of what the painting looks like. Well, here's the AI version.
Oh my gosh.
And Jessica on her show, and we've brought it up about the Starship UFO that they've talked about here recently.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up in the government files that they released, the Starship and the Superman movie where it had a starship that was shaped like a star. So when I saw this, I thought, you know what, that could be a star shaped like a star.
Well, look at the symbol on the side right there. That
Right.
note. Right. Yeah.
So depending on what angle you're looking at this craft, it could be a ship, like a star. So here's another baby Jesus and Mary. And then obviously you have the blessings being poured down or whatever. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if that's Moses or God or who it's depicting. I don't really know.
Kind of makes you think.
Yep.
So if a lot of these things up in the sky were angelic, now we have a evil government running the world telling us that our enemy interdimensional demons are in these ships. So,
well, I don't know about demons. I mean, I don't want to go as far as saying aliens or demons or.
I'm just saying the vice president came out and said they were demons.
Right, I know, but a lot of people.
That's what I was referring to.
A lot of people jump on that bandwagon, and we always say, no matter whether it's cryptids, humans, angels. I mean, there's a good and there's a bad. There's an evil. There's dark versus light.
Can you zoom in? What are those little flying things? Look like flying monkeys or something.
Well, I think, like I was talking about before, we don't really know exactly what's around God's throne.
Well, just say creatures around God's throne. Yes. Wow.
And there's always talk about cherubs and seraphims, and the six wings and all the different shapes and what they look like. And so, how do we know that they're not mechanical? What if they have mechanical wings? And what if they're weird shaped and faces because they're like a mechanical being or some type of alien?
Shooting power out of his hand, that's for sure. Oh, these old paintings are so interesting. Transformers.
So this was supposed to be in Victorian time, and this is supposed to be how they depicted Mary. Then they had these sparkles in the background and this orb or spacecraft. So here's how the AI depicted it.
And how many people are seeing metallic spheres flying around these
Then if
last
you
few
look at
months
this,
also?
if you look at this in the
Yeah.
very back, I can't zoom in any further, but this looks like the jellyfish or the weird things people have been seeing also reports of, let alone, like you said, the metallic orbs.
Yeah. Huh.
This is like a medieval painting. I think I said Victorian, but it's medieval. Now I like how they did. I like how AI interpreted this. I
Yeah.
think it did a really, really good job. What's everybody in chat saying? Anything?
Saying hi to each other. Maximus came in.
Now, Maximus, I have one of these AI pictures comparison with that Japanese story that you're talking about from the old manuscript or rice paper story of the lady in the spacecraft.
Mm.
This is Moses with the tablets.
There's
Ten
flying things in
Commandments. They're saying these possibly could be angels or spacecraft. This depends on who's telling you
I
what
don't
they're
think
seeing.
I don't think I've seen that picture before either. Wow. Hmm.
So
Oh.
this is obviously like a tapestry, like a picture from the medieval times of them, the kings following the Star of Bethlehem. So once again, here's a star shape. And just like you
Mhm.
were saying about the Superman movie, if you watch that footage or that movie, you can see that looks like a crystal ice starship.
Mhm.
So here they took that Bethlehem star, and you can obviously see it's star shaped in this AI recreation, and that's how they depicted it. The Star of Bethlehem in the medieval times.
Well, doesn't the Bible say that God's finger carved the tablets?
Yes, the hand of God.
Mhm. He's the one that carved the tablets. And then another thing that they were showing was something that looked like Ezekiel's wheel within a wheel. Hey, Roger, welcome in.
Hi, Roger. Robin said Moses AI rendition looks like a Merkaba.
Mm. There's so many hidden truths that they're
This one?
keeping from us. Oh,
So I think that's like the knowledge, the divine supernatural spirit. I don't know. I don't know. You can interpret these things so many different ways. I agree with you, Robin. So I've shown this one, or we've shown this one where you have God and Jesus up there, and it looks like
oh yeah, this is a
alien.
weird one.
It's supposed to be the world, and it's got antennas on it, and the Holy Spirit's here.
Yeah, that painting is definitely different. Wow. Like they're holding antennas or something.
So this is what I think is interesting.
Oh, it looks like a portal.
Whatever this portal or
Yeah.
actually what it reminds me of is, you know, how the story of the Vatican having the chronovisor where you could look in and see any point in time and view it.
Do the looking glass?
It's called the chronovisor, but yeah, like a looking glass. But you can see any point in time. And it was supposed to be in the Vatican. Oh, I saw this too. Look, that looks like a face right there.
Uh-huh.
So they have a chest and a clock or a statue and a glowy thing around it. So I don't know what that was being depicted.
Good night, Tyler.
Night, Tyler. I don't know. That looks like a portal. Looks like a coronavisor that the Vatican has. And look at this guy up here.
Oh.
So, like I was telling you, you know, you can interpret it, the cherubim and the seraphim as being mechanical, robotic, and also a living life form.
Looks like a CIA pigeon.
Ooh. But then you have a regular dove or the Holy Spirit. But why are they holding the antennas?
I know. I mean, when I first saw this picture,
or scepters or something.
that is wild.
I don't know. Very interesting. Was there a lion in the other picture? Oh, there was like a dog or a lion.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he's got something right here in his third eye
Oh.
going on. You guys bored of these yet? Or do you want to keep going?
I think they're enjoying it. They're just kind of saying goodnight to people.
Rose Thistle's over here in Rumble. Robin was in there earlier. Heidi popped in, said hi earlier.
Ah, hi, Rose.
So we do have a few people over in Rumble, or had.
Gary says, keep going.
Keep rolling. All right.
Keep rolling.
So here we have Mary again. I think this is John the Baptist's wife. I could be wrong. Then we have a portal up here, a UFO.
Probably Mary's cousin, John the Baptist's mother.
Oh, could be. Could be. Yep.
That looks like a portal opening up.
Well, see, they got this, whatever
Yeah.
they're interpreting this
Right.
and this to be. That looks kind of like it could be a UFO, or I don't know. This, I guess, looks like it is kind of swirling and a pinwheel look up here. So That's not bad. That's not bad rendition. Robin says she's still over there in Rumble too. Rose says yes. Elizabeth, John the Baptist's mother, I think. I think so too.
That's what I was thinking, because when they met in the Bible, the baby leaped in the womb, and then
Right.
Yeah, so that's probably that picture.
Now this one, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen or shown this picture, but it looks like once again a UFO in a cloud right here.
Brian said at least she doesn't have sea monsters on her dress.
No, what the heck? They should have sea monsters.
Oh,
So this is obviously something with a cross. I don't necessarily see Jesus,
right.
so I'm not sure. But here's a UFO, I think, up in the clouds. I think they may have added a couple extra here and there, but that's definitely one of the ones that was in the original. I don't know where the other ones came from, but now I have other pictures of yeah, now we're gonna go into the time slips, the time travelers, where you'll see all these pictures we've shown, and you've seen them all over on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, of all these old pictures where people just don't look like they belong. What are you looking at?
Lightning bugs.
Lightning.
Yeah. They're in the tall grass.
Here's an old picture, and they're saying it looks like this lady is holding some
A
kind
cell
of
phone.
device
Huh.
in her hand. Well, here's the AI, the enhanced picture.
Wow. Now, so back in the day, what would she have up on her ear? It does look like a cell phone. That's crazy. iPhone 17.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think it looks like she's. It looks like the posture of somebody holding a cell phone to me, but
Captain Kirk's on the other end.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk's on the other end.
Oh,
Wow.
Rose says looks like Queen Elizabeth when she was young.
Yeah, it kind of does. Huh. I mean, what else would she have up on her ear back in the day?
I don't know. So here's another one. This is actually part of a video.
Looks like
Where
spandex.
this lady walks back in the background, and it looks like she's holding something up to her ear and mouth as she's walking along in the background. I think this was out in California, if I'm not mistaken. This picture, it's a real famous video. Everybody shows all the time.
It does look like she's holding a phone. Oh, this is weird.
Now I don't know if it really looks like this.
Right.
But I mean, that is a different shade right here. This square right here is a different shade than her hat and her coat and a white collar, and it comes out of her hand up front. So I don't know. I think she does look out of place in the original, because like the other woman, what is she holding up to her head, her ear, and her mouth?
Dum dum dum.
I don't know. It does. Rose says it looks like a Motorola. It does look like a Motorola.
Yeah. The very first cell phones. Those suckers were big.
So this is another famous one. This guy. holding what could be like a cell phone right
Oh,
here.
wow. Beam me up, Scotty.
I mean, I've enhanced pictures before, like scratched up pictures, family pictures, and where it comes out just like this. I mean, this guy, his facial features, that looks like, I believe that would be a good representation of that guy.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't,
wild.
what would he be holding up? Unless he's holding up like a transistor radio, but it looks like a cell phone.
Well, I did hear conspiracies that they had cell phones in the early 1900s. Maybe these guys are all.
Well, all these pictures.
Hmm.
Now, I think this is like in the 40s because I think this guy is in the military. Look at his jacket and the hat.
Oh, yeah.
But all these pictures are saying, all these people are saying that these pictures, the original ones, are all people that look like they're out of place. Like either their clothes don't match or like he's holding the phone or like, so maybe he's like a time traveler or a
Well,
glitch in the matrix.
like Brian said, a pocket radio. I know we had pocket radios in the 60s when we were kids, but did they have these little pocket radios back in the 40s?
I mean, if this is during the war,
Could be little radios.
if this is during the war, that could, I mean, they might have had little mobile radio communications. Maybe he was a spy,
Right.
or maybe he's a time traveler. I
'Cause
don't know.
I know we had those little radios when we were younger in the 60s. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like a phone. Looks like he's holding a phone, but it also looks like he's holding and listening to a little transistor radio.
All right.
But everybody always talks about how it's a time traveler. The guy's out of place, and he has a phone.
I guess we need to ask Google if there was transistor radios in the 40s or when did they start coming out?
So this is part of a video, and it's supposed to be like a wing-shaped, curved UFO. And they're saying that these guys right here, or whatever this is, could be I can almost see a face.
I heard about that. I heard there's a picture out there that you can actually see the little grays inside the windows or something.
Right.
That must be it. Okay.
So here is what the AI
Oh my gosh.
made it out to be, which I know it could be over dramatic, it could be overdone.
Yeah, it looks like it was on a
But
TV screen.
But if you think it's aliens, that's not far fetched from what AI did to this spacecraft, where it's got an opening and two guys sitting there. That's not too far fetched. I mean, I'm not saying it's an alien. I don't know. I mean, if you believe that's a spaceship and those are little aliens, then this could be a good, reasonable depiction of what they may be. I don't know. Twinsies.
I don't know, dude. Should we go out and check? Can we trust those earthlings?
Yeah, I don't know. Lock the doors.
We heard about the leaders.
So here's another that came off of a video of blurry. This is zoomed in, by the way. This is the original copy of the original picture or video screen capture.
Is that the Vegas one, I wonder?
So this is what AI says they're seeing. If they define it and sharpen it and So I don't think that's very far off either. If I was to imagine that thing right in front of me, clear and crisp, and I could see it, this, not fuzzy, not faded, not distorted.
Mhm.
I think that's a good rendition.
Goodness, dog.
So here's the tall people. This is another video where they caught these two strange things walking in the screen.
Jeez, those are tall whites. Yeah, those are tall whites.
So this is what AI says it is seen, or when it sharpens and clears the picture. Lori says it has boobs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, looks like it has boobs.
Well, it looks like it has a well-defined chest.
Brian said a skinwalker. A defined chest.
Well, you know how you can do push-ups and be really muscular, and even a man's chest would be. I don't know.
That's what I mean. All these cryptids are all buff, except these guys. These guys
Well, look how skinny they are, though.
Anorexic.
I don't know. I mean, whatever this is.
No, they got full body spandex.
Oh.
Yeah, full body spandex on.
Clothes don't seem to be a trend for them. Rose is over. I wish you guys could see what Rose is writing.
What's she saying?
All kinds of stuff. Nipples in different time zones. The arms length look like Bigfoot.
What happened to this show tonight? Oh my goodness!
I don't know. She's talking about one of them's private parts. Is somebody's thing showing?
Those are pretty good pasties.
I don't know.
Oh my!
All right.
What
So
is
that's
that?
all the alien stuff. So here is archaeologists finding old tablets, old inscriptions and stuff.
Dwarf, not
So
male.
you can find this picture online pretty easy for South America. So this is what AI says it really looks like.
What in the world would that symbol be? Wow. Wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, Rose is on Rumble.
Yeah,
There's better
Rumble.
there's better emojis over there, and they like the little movable Bigfoots and all the little fun emojis. YouTube emojis suck. Wow.
So I don't know if these are real symbols that were actually there or AI just made them up.
Yeah, so there's no symbol. Yeah, there's no
Well,
symbols.
there's writing and inscriptions on
Oh,
this,
okay.
but the picture just doesn't show it because it's blurry and old. And
Old world.
so here's another one.
Wow.
This is found on the side of a temple.
Definitely old world. History that they lied to us about.
So
Wow,
if I'm not mistaken, that's in South America, and that's like the snake temple, where it's like a dragon. That's the carving of the dragon's head.
Brian said side view of a dragon.
Yeah, because I think it's actually the temple of the dragon. So now we're getting into Samaria and the bags and the wings and the pine cone.
Yeah, that pine cone looking thing.
So here is what AI says it would look like or could look like.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna let her out. There's no critters right now.
She's all right.
You sure? All right.
I don't know.
She's just starting to get antsy. I just didn't know she had to go potty.
She might. So that makes the pine cone look like some kind of electronic device. Plus, he's wearing a watch. I have a bunch of slides or pictures of all these different statues and engravings. They have a watch or some kind of device on their wrist.
We'll go outside.
So as you can see on the wrist, they have these they look like watches or some kind of right there. I have clear pictures of the actual stone carvings. They do look like watches or some kind of time device. I always hear everybody talk about this as like a pine cone shape. So that's how AI interpreted it. Apple Watch. Night, Daryl. Our dog sounds like your dog. Rose, you didn't see the dragon head? You couldn't see it? So where he's pointing is the lower jaw. Then here's where it connects to the upper jaw. Here's the eye. Here's like his forehead and maybe horns or a spine or spikes going down the back of the dragon. So this is the mouth. This is the eyeball. All right. All right, where were we? So I think they made this more modern art kind of, but I do see the watch, I do see the pine cone, the purse that everybody always talks about, how it could be a device, a battery, some kind of power source. Because all the old art, they always have these bags in these pine cone shaped. And if you look at all of them, if you go online right now and start looking up all these old pictures of these inscriptions, you can see that they're wearing like some kind of medallion, watch, bracelet, whatever it is. And they do all have wings behind them, a lot of them. You can see like the two wings on each side, an upper and a lower. Oh, this guy has an ankle bracelet too. Is he in law? Is he in trouble with the Galactic Federation? Is he on a house arrest? I can't see if there's anything on his ankle. I think this guy's on house arrest from the Galactic Federation. Yeah, dwarf. Supposed to be Anunnaki characters. So this is the original carving. Then I think AI just put this guy in front of the original carving on the side of the building. So this is supposed to be the carving that we were just looking at. But I want to know why they got an ankle bracelet on this guy. So this is another carving that's supposed to have creatures and UFOs and whatever they're supposed to be symbolizing. So I think this one's a little far-fetched. There's a spaceship. There's the the little sliver of the moon. So there's a spaceship. There's a little sliver of the moon. This guy looks like he could have a robot arm. Here they have him this with his arms stretched out. There's some kind of I don't know, some kind of energy device, which isn't far off from what this is showing, whatever this is supposed to be depicting. I think that's a pretty good representation, but I don't know what it is. Then once again, we have a star shape. There's a star shape. There's a alien, reptilian looking kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. I do not know. What do you guys think? So here's another one along the same lines. Here's that same kind of looking device that they're in between.
Looks like a Tesla coil. Oh.
So here we have a wing guy over there.
I am Groot.
Over here. They're pointing towards this, whether they're getting information or energy or
maybe it's Groot.
Well, I mean, there's the winged bird looking guy. He's pointing at this thing. There's a spaceship above it or whatever this is. So I don't think that's too bad of a representation of what they're seeing. You were upstairs when I showed this one, right?
Oh, that's an interesting. Oh,
so
wow.
here we have a spaceship and kind of like a crescent or some kind of moon or some kind of thing. We have some guy or alien with his hand up. Over here it looks like a fish or a reptilian with his hand up. Here's almost the same kind of looking device. And here's a star shape and some orbs.
We've got some interesting history.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying AI is doing a perfect job, or they might be interpreting and making stuff that's not really there.
Right.
But some of the stuff, I think they do a pretty good. I mean, that just this alone, with the spikes on the side, electricity, and the whatever these electrodes in the middle. I don't think that's too far fetched from this.
Right.
Now, whether this is actually what that is, I mean, we don't know what they're trying to tell us or what they're trying to show us. But I don't think that's too far off. But a lot of stuff is having these star UFOs or portals
Right.
or whatever they are, wheel inside of a wheel or spinning or star shaped spacecraft. So this is the one I was showing right when you came down.
Still say it looks like Groot.
Groot.
I am Groot.
So this is a pretty famous inscription in Egypt where you have somebody that looks like the mother and a child, or is that a giant? And this is a real size human on its lap, or is it its baby? And they have elongated heads.
Oh, made it look like an alien baby.
Well, when you go by the elongated heads,
Yeah. We only knew what that
they get
writing.
that because they say that the pharaohs and queens were aliens or gods.
We only
So
knew what that writing meant.
probably aliens. So whether these are babies or just their children that are regular size, but they're huge or giants. I mean, we've heard that too.
Oh, she does have one on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying any of these pictures are accurate at all.
It's just interesting.
I'm assuming this is supposed to be the god Ra with the sun and the rays coming down, but
Probably.
here it's like a UFO with whatever this stuff coming out of it is. I don't know. All right, here's another depiction of basically the same kind of thing, elongated head, just like the pharaoh or I don't know if this is the queen or the pharaoh. And that's supposed to be the sun god Ra, that they're worshiping the sun.
Oh, some of those pharaohs look like girls. Hard to say back then. Hey.
So if something was bright and metallic and was shiny and shined down a beam of energy or some kind of light, or like we associate with UFOs a lot of times, this could be instead of a sun, this could be a UFO with some kind of energy coming down. So maybe they worshipped a UFO. Maybe they thought that was Raw. Hi, Walking Lightly.
Hey, walking lightly. Need a goat. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
All right, what do we got next? More of the same. I think this is the original, the woman with the two babies and the son Ra. So this is the female. This is the Egyptian male, the pharaoh. So this one's like a plasma.
Wow.
They're showing it as a plasma, giving them some kind of energy or information, or I don't know. But they still both had they still have alien babies. This one, they don't make her an alien. I think she's missing an arm, though.
There's a little one on her back.
Well, the original had a little alien, remember?
Yeah.
Right here.
That's kind of neat, kind of enhancing it somewhat.
So whatever is coming off of the God Ra or the sun, whatever this information here is, these AI depictions are actually like showing the rays, giving them stuff or information or wisdom or peace or healing, or I don't know.
They even have
Hi,
their
Monica.
They even have their hi Monica. They have like footstools too for a reason. They both have footstools. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Even in that one. Oh.
I don't know. All right. So I've shown this one.
Oh.
We've shown this one a lot where we think this is like an electrical device,
Yeah, people say it's like a light bulb or something.
energy source, and we talk about how they found the Baghdad battery where they know they've had at least a small amount of electricity, if not more, depending on if the pyramids really generated electricity, or definitely the little Baghdad urn, the battery. We know they had some electricity. So here is what AI is showing us.
Jeez. Wow.
So it's interpreting that as being like a light or energy force. Here, let's zoom in on. Let's zoom on half of the. So this guy's holding whatever this is. It looks like it has a eel or a snake or maybe electricity in it. Looks like a little person holding it up, or I don't know. Then another one kneeling down below. And it has some kind of cord or tube. So here's the little person. Now, whether he's actually holding it up or he's whatever he's doing, there's the person kneeling. There's the cords coming off of the light bulb or energy source going to this. It's almost the same looking thing over here. Guy kneeling, but then instead of this guy, we got this thing, whatever this is.
A robot?
Well, I don't know. We'll look at it here.
Oh, that's weird.
But you can find this picture of this engraving. People have taken photographs of it online. Now, this has been talked about on Ancient Aliens all the time, and about how there's a boat
Yeah.
or a spaceship and a helicopter, and
A flying bee.
yeah.
Oh.
So there's the Egyptian. There's some kind of device. There's a UFO. There's like a spacecraft. There's a giant
butterfly.
So I guess that does look. Oops, went too far. I guess that does kind of look like a moth or an insect or something that's flying. They keep saying this is like a helicopter.
Dwarf says I see a skateboard.
Skateboard?
He sees a skateboard.
Where?
Which one's the skateboard? Top or the middle or the bottom? Helicopter. A skateboard. Wow. What does that moth represent?
Well, whatever. I mean, is this supposed to be a locust? Is this supposed to be a big giant flying insect, or where's the skateboard, dwarf? Ah. Egyptian skate park.
He said, just kidding, girl.
I know, but I'm actually looking for it now. I don't see anything that looked like a skateboard. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know about this one. But this inscription's been on Ancient Aliens. So you can find it everywhere. Now, whether this is a good AI depiction of it, other than the moth kind of looks like what they were showing. The spacecraft, maybe. I don't remember seeing a UFO on the ground, though.
It's a Mothman cryptid.
Nah, I guess there's...
Egyptian female skater.
Oh, a skateboard ramp? Yes. This is a skateboard ramp?
Oh, my.
A half pipe. All right.
Whoa.
So this is a video of a Mike Tyson fight where people say, once again, this is before the iPhone was even out or even a thing, that this person looks like they have an iPhone or a cell phone in the crowd.
Looks like it.
Then here's what AI says it is.
Oh, wow.
So we go from this, which is in a video. You can find it. Mike Tyson fight. You can see this exact frame or footage, and it's all over the internet when they talk about people being out of place and out of. So that's what AI says is going on. So here is Michael Jordan in a game footage where it looks like his arm stretches way out, grabbing the ball. This is what AI says it actually looks like.
Stretch Armstrong.
So if you watch the video, you see this in the frames. You see this Michael Jordan, and you see this what should be his arm. And so if you were there in person, AI says this is what you would see.
The original looks weird. That is out of place.
I don't see any way
Wow.
that could be distorted that much in a video.
Right.
It's not just this frame. It's like that whole sequence of him running down the court when he starts to reach for the ball, that his arm is that it starts getting that long.
That's weird. Yeah, they both look unnatural. Right. Wow.
So this was during a sporting event where people all looked normal, and this woman was sitting behind in like a couple rows back from some people. And so everybody's talking about how dark her eyes are, how old and how weird she looks compared to everybody else. And if you go and watch the video, you'll see it. It's a video again. It's at a sporting event. So you'll find this all over everywhere. So here's what AI says she looks like.
Like a homeless lady.
Could be. But look at her eyes.
Oh.
And if this is a homeless lady, how is she able to afford or get into a game?
Snuck in. She snuck in.
You don't think somebody would have spotted her, or
No, I don't know. That's definitely different.
and she looks like she's dressed. See this lace and
Older. Yeah, it looks older.
right. So that's what they're saying. Another person that looks out of place. So here's another. Look at the black fingernails. It's almost like she's dead.
Yeah, Dwarf says she lives under the bleachers.
Oh, she could live under the bleachers. So the fingers and the eyes and the marks makes me think like this is like a dead person, like a zombie or a, I don't know. So here's the original from the video. I see the lacy looking clothes. I see a mark on her lips, chin. Her eyes are kind of dark. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Time traveler.
I mean, I wish I would have had the full picture. I should have found it and brought it up instead of just this zoomed in picture, because you can see everybody else looks normal around her, dressed in everyday clothes like we be accustomed to. But then all of a sudden, her dark eyes, her complexion, her clothes just looks out of place.
Yeah. It's the janitor's wife.
Maybe it's a dead grandma watching her son in sports, or grandson, great grandson. Maybe she popped in to watch him.
Maybe she's an executed witch from the era.
Oh. Anyway, that's I have tons more of these kind of things. I don't know if everybody's interested in it, but I didn't upload any more tonight, but I have them on my tablets and computer. And so I thought they were interesting. I don't always agree with AI on what they interpret or how they do stuff, because I know when I make thumbnails and stuff for our shows, that's like, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I was thinking or wanted to see. So I know AI has problems. But a lot of these pictures that we were showing, I think it's a good representation. I'm not saying that's really what it was at the time, like the Egyptians or the religious art paintings.
Like Curry said, made a good discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fun to look at, to talk about.
Who got to keep her broom?
So the more of those, you'll find them. If you go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you'll see them at low resolution. Then somebody takes them and has AI sharpen, crispen, restore the photos or videos. You'll see them all over the place. They're doing it for everything. Celebrities, from Marilyn Monroe to old movies to old pictures to whatever. They're doing it with everything now. And it could be a good representation. I don't know. So we had what? Go ahead.
I just said very interesting.
Yeah. So we had brought up the missing scientists before.
Oh, there hasn't been any new. Is there? I haven't heard anything.
No, I think it's dead news now, or nobody's talking about it for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Keep going back to that Melissa Etheridge, whatever. What was her name? Amy?
I think it was Amy.
Amy. I'm thinking this. I think I said Melissa Etheridge, like the singer, but it's Amy. But she's been talking about the ultra terrestrials being us from another timeline. So she's saying these aliens are P47 and P52, which would be us 47,000 years in the future and 52,000 years in the future. And we came back in time.
They definitely must have robbed a bank.
That's definitely a mugshot.
Yeah, good mugshot. So they got arrested. The
So
first
I can see these being looking like aliens that people might see or think as aliens, but it's us mutated or in the future from whatever we've had to do to ourselves to survive in the future, whether it's because of the air quality or the oxygen enriched environment or lack of oxygen in the environment or nutrition wise. Maybe they're living underground because of the sun. But I don't know where she got these pictures at, whether they were made that way or these are these real pictures. That's the only thing I've never heard her explain.
Right.
But she's the only one I've ever heard talk about this.
They look like AI images.
But the government is talking about visitors and ultra terrestrials instead of extraterrestrials.
Well, they claim the only video that was legit was that little alien talking in Russia or something like that. And he did kind of look like, actually, it kind of looked like the P-52 one. We don't know. But we do know that we can't believe everything they're saying. And next month, we're going to be mandatory wearing flea collars.
Right. P-52s. That's a good band. Love Shack. Love Shack. So we were talking about the religious pictures. And we were talking about Ezekiel and Wheel and the Wheel and how we always talk about chariots of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we to believe that it's an actual chariot with horses and it's engulfed in fire? Or are we supposed to believe that it's a UFO and then its propulsion could be the fire or the bright light?
Yeah, when I got into UFOs being in the Bible, I was thinking that the chariots of fire and the other things they were actually explaining UFOs.
Oh, I believe they're talking about UFOs too, chariots of fire,
Fire. Hmm.
wheel inside of a wheel. But what I'm saying is that they're describing to us that it's a chariot, which we would think, or they would think at the time, a chariot, like a Roman chariot,
Right.
two wheels and being pulled by horses. So if we take it for what they're saying, then it's a chariot in the sky that's on fire. But if we take it to possible a UFO, that a lot of people describe it as like it had fire coming out of underneath of it or an energy source or something. Could this be what they're describing as a chariot of fire? Because they didn't know any other way of how to describe it.
Right. Dwarf said the two pictures of the pea people.
That's probably those pictures are
He said
probably hanging up in a post office in LA right now.
he said those mugs look familiar.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're probably in the post office. Do they even do that anymore? Do they put wanted posters in post offices?
Oh, we've been in the post office there recently. I haven't seen any.
I know when I was a kid, I think I remember seeing them.
Is it whatever happened to that show, American Most Wanted? And they would show all these people that are wanted.
Yeah. Ultra terrestrials most wanted. Aliens most wanted.
Maybe they robbed a UFO.
Oh.
Monica said, did you ever ask GPT to make an AI picture of what it would look like?
A chariot of fire? Or what?
Don't know.
Did you ever ask GTP make an AI picture of what it would look like?
Intergalactic Most Wanted.
Oh, galactic. Oh, yes. No, I've never asked it. I just happened to find these two pictures that I thought were resemblance of what they made, how they depicted a chariot of fire would look like, and what we possibly could interpret what a chariot of fire would look like.
That is true with all those videos that she was making before she went missing or whatever. She did not say where the photos came from. That's an interesting point you made.
And then this one is supposed to be Ezekiel.
Next time we're live, Dwarf, it might be the opposite.
What's that?
Beard's looking rad, G.
Oh yeah, it's about
It's
time
hot.
to chop it off, though, dwarf.
It's hot here.
Gotta
So
get that summer. You gotta get that summer shave going on. Plus all this,
and Buzz's head.
all this. I would say golden locks, but it's not gold anymore.
I'm going to say he looked like that dude on Gold Rush.
What?
You know, his long hair and long beard.
Oh, Tommy or Tony Sheets, Russian guy.
Yeah. Got the long hair, long beard.
I probably could fill in for him on Gold Rush. So this is supposed to be a depiction of Ezekiel and what he possibly could have saw.
Ah, wheel within a wheel.
Which, if you watch the old sci-fi movies or or you read the UFO reports, how it says the outer rings or lights go around. That could be interpreted as a wheel inside of a wheel. Now, Rosa said those 4 tribes. Okay, let me go ahead before that.
4 tribes.
So Rose says AI would not understand the signs of the 12 tribes that were the satellite ships around God's mothership in Ezekiel 1. The lion equals Ezekiel, man equals Reuben, bull equals Ephraim, eagle, tribe of Daniel. Those 4 tribes were the cardinal positions of north, south, east, west, around God in the wilderness, and Numbers 2. And is a shorthand way of saying all the 12 tribes were around God. Yeah, I mean, AI, unless you give it instructions or a description of what you want, like the 12 tribes, the 4 tribes, what they represent. If you just say, show me a picture of this Bible verse and just give them the verse itself or describe it in rudimentary description, you'll never get a good picture. That's a good idea. I never thought of that.
What Robin said?
Yeah, DB Cooper that stole all that money and disappeared with all the money. And it's always on all the mystery shows, whatever happened to DB Cooper, who is DB Cooper. I wonder what AI, if you take that drawing and have AI do like what we were just showing about all those old pictures and stuff, what would AI say DB Cooper looks like?
Huh.
That is interesting. I never thought of that.
Carrie said she watched Gold Rush. Tommy made the show.
Yeah, I like Tony Beats. Well, I think that's all I have for tonight, unless we come up with something else we want to talk about.
That was a lot you downloaded. That was good.
I tried to get as much of it I could.
Oh yeah, Tony. I even said Tommy.
Yeah, Tony Beats.
Oh, Monica, you gotta look that up.
Never heard of DB Cooper?
Yeah, she needs to look it up.
Yeah, DB Cooper is a good mystery. The last I heard was the boy that found the bundles of money that supposedly had some of the serial numbers of the money they gave him on an airplane.
Oh my. Dwarf said there was a recent news last year, he believes.
Yeah, there was something. They were always adding stuff, just like Amelia Earhart. There's new stuff out on Amelia Earhart.
Wow.
That supposedly the line, if they would have followed it, there was a small island that her and her co-pilot could have been on, but the government or the Navy didn't search there because they got distracted or went off another direction. So him and her could have lived on that island until they died. Wow. And they were right there circling around, but never stepped foot on that island or never never explored the island.
That's weird. Wonder why they didn't actually check the island.
I don't know. That just came out not too long ago, like within the last month or two.
Now, isn't there a movie on that dude that took all that money?
Oh, there's
What? So
there's
what's the movie?
movies, there's
I know you and I watched
documentaries.
one. What was that movie called? Do you remember?
The what?
Do you remember what the movie was called?
No.
But yeah, Monica, you search for it, you'll definitely find a
If you
YouTube.
just type in DB Cooper,
Yeah.
you're gonna see it. It's gonna, I mean, all the documentaries, all the pictures, all the whole story.
Crazy.
I think it's Unsolved Mysteries is one of them that talked about DB Cooper back in the day.
Mm.
Then I didn't upload. I have it. I didn't upload it. I should have. About how the escape from Alcatraz, the three guys that they say the Birdman from Alcatraz, how they made holes in the walls, made dummies of themselves so the guards
Yeah.
still sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
They went through the inner wall up and out, then made a raft out of raincoats.
Right.
And got away. Well, there's a conspiracy theory now that the original Apollo astronauts were really the three guys from Alcatraz, that the government took them, put them into NASA, and said, "Here, boys, this is what we're going to do. You can either stay in Alcatraz and rot to death and die, or you can become astronauts and do this." And there's pictures comparing them where they kind of look like each other, and they'd be about the same ages. And it's kind of like one of those things, kind of like what's the movies? Asteroid, with where they take the inmates out of prison, say, "Hey, we got this mission we want you to do for us. We'll get you out of prison if you do this." It's kind of the same deal.
Got it, Robin. And put that down there. There. Save the gallery.
DB Cooper.
Yeah, hold on. It might go there. She said she couldn't send it through Messenger, so I'm gonna try. I got it from there.
Yeah, see, Robin says Alcatraz astronauts, they match. It's kind of like the Challenger astronauts, where they say these people were teachers, and you know how they do those comparison pictures. They took the three known pictures of the guys in Alcatraz and the three Apollo astronauts, and they do look like each other, but I don't know.
All right, I sent it to Gerald through Messenger, and it worked. So I downloaded it from Telegram.
What are we looking at?
A picture of what's his butt, BD Cooper. And she tried to send it through Messenger, and it's been glitchy, so she sent it to me through Telegram. So then I turned around and sent it to you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah, so how old would he be too?
Oh, I think he's dead.
Do you think he's dead?
I think he died of old age. If he lived, if he actually lived.
God, where in the hell is that money?
Well, some of it the kid found.
Wow.
I don't know. Oh, skydiving.
Ew.
Skydiving accident.
Ew.
How about the earthquakes around Area 51? Did you hear that story about all those earthquakes that were happening around Area 51?
I heard somebody mention it one time, then I haven't heard anybody say anything since.
I haven't either. It popped up on my news feed, and I started following the story a little bit, then it was gone.
They were probably doing something underground. They're destroying evidence, probably. calling it earthquakes. Things have been shaken in many places.
So let me I don't remember where the picture is. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to try to find the astronaut picture, but maybe we'll do that next Friday. Wow, it's almost 1:30.
Yeah. Dum dum dum.
We've been on almost 3.5 hours, huh?
Oh,
All right.
yeah,
What
3 hours,
else?
3 hours and
You got
17
anything
minutes.
else that you want to talk about?
I'm good. Many accidents.
But why aren't people talking about the missing scientists anymore?
I know. A lot of these things, I swear, they put it out on a reason, get everybody to talk about it, and then it just kind of fades out. And then there's something else that they're focusing on. It's up, it's mainly the alien agenda right now.
Just like the Ohio Bigfoot, everybody was talking about every day an incident. Somebody else reported a Bigfoot, somebody else, and they were following it on a map, and then it was gone. Then we had the scientists. Everybody's talking about the missing scientist or the ancient alien guys that were unalive, and then all of a sudden now it's gone. Nobody's talking about it at all.
Yep. And I still say if our government and everybody's government is run by the reptilians that are aliens, and they're telling us the ships are aliens, which is their enemy, that's not making any sense. Aliens don't fight against aliens. So is it good that's up there and they want us to fight against the good because the good is their enemy? It makes no sense why we got reptilians and stuff in the government. They're trying to fearmonger everybody of these aliens, but they're the aliens. So get your popcorn out and just enjoy the show, because everything the government says, look at the opposite. So now they're saying they're going to be hostile, interdimensional things. Well, I'm wondering if it's the opposite. Dum dum dum, and that deserves a goat. That deserves a goat. So don't listen to them and don't buy into the agenda. Just smile at the hummingbirds and butterflies and try to enjoy your life.
Well, they said that I guess there was, Dwarf just brought this up kind of, that there was some more reports, but they weren't putting them out in the news because they didn't want people
to show up,
freak out, or make or people putting in false information because they were wanting to get in the news.
Well, can you imagine living in that area and seeing people walking on your property because everybody's checking the whole area out? Yeah.
And then Rose over here on Rumble says Ohio Dogman too. So I don't remember hearing a bunch of reports about Ohio Dogman, but I know there is Ohio Dogman. I do remember the Ohio Bigfoot. Everybody was talking about it nonstop. Yeah.
Walking lightly, you can get one of these screaming goats on Amazon.
So yeah, if you just whatever you hear on TV, usually if you just do the opposite.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. So they're trying to fear us of demons and aliens and things up in the sky, and they're real. Well, it just makes no sense when the conspiracy for many years for all of us is the aliens are already here. It might even be your neighbor. Hog them goat toys.
Oh, disclosing Bigfoot and Dogman.
Oh. And once again, if they ever told us the truth, why believe them now?
Well, that's the thing. Even if they do tell you the truth, it's like the boy that cried wolf. Why would we even know it's the truth or believe it's the truth?
Right. They've been programming us for years with all this and the TV shows and this and that and saying they're not real, they're not real. But all of a sudden, oh, they're real. No, I'm to the point I just laugh anytime they say this and that. It's always the opposite. Darn reptilians, little Lizzie government. Oops,
Yeah.
hope we don't get a strike.
Yeah, be careful.
Oops. This is for entertainment purposes only.
I think we're going to close her down. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Unless somebody wants to see something we showed earlier. Guess who's coming to dinner? Could be Bigfoot, could be Dogman, could be aliens, could be us from 52,000 years in the future. I heard people were talking about Trump as time traveler again.
I know. A lot of people are talking about that again. They're all time travelers. Naughty dreadlocks, Robin. Oh, Dwarf's going to Robin's for dinner. Oh.
Oh. Have you guys ever met? I know Dwarf and Heidi has met.
Oh, you guys need to get together.
Yeah,
meet halfway or something.
You guys should go out for fish tacos or something.
Street tacos.
Maybe Bigfoot burrito. I don't know.
That's what Dwarf needs to do. Have a Bigfoot burrito stand out in front of the shop. And then sell Bigfoot stickers for tanning.
I mean, I've always, well, we've kind of joked about everybody coming to Illinois, kind of Central Point, and have a Midwest conference. But I think all you guys that live out in California should have, especially if you're right there around LA. I know LA's big, but you guys should get together for lunch or something, or
Bigfoot burritos. And then don't forget the Bigfoot bikini wear that you're going to sell in your store.
So I've thought about it, and I've mentioned it to you, and we've talked about it on shows about we had this big fairgrounds on the edge of our town that I wonder if we could put together a conference, and because there's places to camp on the fairgrounds, there's water for RVs, there's public bathrooms, there's nice buildings that you could have conferences and vendors.
Skywatch. Great view for a skywatch.
Great watch for Skywatch. Yep.
Close
There's
to the cemetery when you hear the howls.
right. There's local conservation areas if you want to hike trails. Maybe possibly do some little bit of trail and hunting. You could do that. I don't know. I've always thought about it, but I don't know who would come to Illinois, but it would be a central point.
Gonna have cryptid chili, Bigfoot burritos, pterodactyl tacos.
Bigfoot tanning stickers. Now we're going right back to where we started.
Oh, oh my.
Our Kevlar jackets in the dry cleaners. So
Well, I'm slowly working on either downstairs bedroom or the upstairs bedroom with a futon up there. We can at least have somebody come and stay. But right now, we got to empty the rooms out and make a spare bedroom. Right now, there's no place for you to sleep unless you want to sleep in the dirt with the goats.
Oh, we have couches.
But yeah, they'd be having a few cats laying on top of them.
Yeah,
Couches are.
Unless you're allergic, what's a nice cuddly cat?
I'd hate to put somebody on that couch for the night.
Yeah, I know.
That's uncomfortable.
But we do have the little harbor inn that's not too expensive. And like I said, there's plenty of places to camp, or if you have an RV and hookups and
No, Robin just needs to make a road trip and see all kinds of people. Yeah, dwarf can pitch a tent in the house. You can pitch a tent in the sunroom. That'd be kind of cool.
yeah, you pitch a tent in the house, or we got plenty of spots out back. So you can pinch a tent in our backyard. Our kids used to do that. I did that at my mom and dad's place. Of course, we had an acre and a half backyard though. So
we had one daughter that they were going to spend the night in that tent that night. They came in.
They never made it.
They didn't even make it all the night. They came in.
They
I don't
heard
know if it was cold or what their reason was, but yeah,
I
they didn't
don't know. I think they got mad at each other.
I don't know. I just know that they
Or
came
maybe they just got scared. I don't know.
They probably got scared.
All right, I think it's time to close her up. Let's roll the sidewalks up and
Yeah,
turn
time to
the
get a
lights
snack.
out when you leave.
Yeah, the last few nights I've been going to bed about this time.
Yeah.
Time to go get a little snack. Guess the dog she went down the hallway towards the bedroom. She must be in the bed, sound asleep. Didn't want to be down here anymore.
I guess.
So, oh well. Motels are good. I don't camp anymore.
Yeah. I probably still could, but if you don't have to, why?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, if you go like Dwarf or Jessica, if you go out in the woods, I mean, you're not. I guess you'd stay there. I mean, I would.
A lot of times Jessica says she just sleeps in her truck.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, everybody, thank you for coming. I hope you guys had a great time. I know we did. It's always fun hanging out and talking about spandex and whatever else comes up. And
thanks for the good laughs.
I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures that we had, but definitely got go down the rabbit hole and look up sea monsters on gowns and big dresses and stuff. I think there's a lot more out there. I found the two for sure. I was really surprised that Queen Elizabeth I had it on her gown in a painting, but maybe there's more out there. Maybe there's more portraits and pictures of them. Other royalties with sea monsters and stuff on their clothing.
That was weird.
Yeah. And obviously, keep a lookout for the pictures where they're using AI to enhance and bring back some of the features of the videos. So I really like them. I bet I see 5 or 6 of them a day. Some of them are the same ones, some of them are the same pictures, but they're every once in a while they slip in new ones of UFOs and like I said, the Egyptian, the old religious paintings. They're doing it with everything now, even old celebrity pictures. They're enhancing them, and so it's fun to look at. They all play the same tune. They all have that same background music on every single one of them. Yeah, go to the Library of Congress, look up dime novels, and you'll find the werewolf demon or whatever
That's wild.
that was called.
With the wolf demon.
Wolf demon, right?
Wolf demon. Yeah.
So I haven't read it all the way through, but I will. Maybe we'll read some more of it next week or something. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Build a fort together. Crayons and Legos.
Oh yeah. Well, we had what was it? Well, probably last year or 2 years ago, everybody was going to come hang out and camp or sleep on the floors, the couches, the recliners, and we're going to have like a potluck and just make everybody's favorite thing or order pizzas or tacos or
then our neighbor moved back. Our neighbor was gone for 8 years and she moved back home. She'd go crazy if we had a wild party in the backyard.
What's a wild party? I mean,
our
backyard's county. So, I mean, if we have a fire and you can have alcohol or you can have whatever. Illinois is recreational now. I don't know. I think a conference out at the fairgrounds would be cool. I don't know who all would come, but you know, like all conferences, it'd probably start off small with a few people here and there. Then if you have it every year, maybe more and more would come. And they hold the international truck polls at our fairgrounds, so it holds a lot of people. It has a lot of room for campers and tents and parking. Now, whether they would let us rent it out for a Midwest cryptid conference or whatever we would call it, I don't know.
They'd look at you and go, "You want to do a what conference?"
I don't know. I guess you never know till you ask. You just have to be like a used car salesman. Well, I'm gonna hold this conference whether it's here or somewhere else, and there's a possibility that you could possibly make a little bit for your fairgrounds.
Dum dum dum.
Just found a dime novel, Sex Life of the Gods.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine what that's going to be like reading, Robin.
Spandex contest conference. Bring your best spandex.
Yeah.
We'll even have the little modeling going down and going back, showing off the spandex. Oh my. Smash
Pretty good image.
Oh my. That
Wow.
Midwest Spandex Conference. But in secret, it's about cryptids. All right, we better get
All
rolling.
right, we better call her quits.
So we'll end with this.
All right.
About.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming. We love you. We'll try to be here next Friday. And like I said, come check us out for Carl SUP on Sunday. Then after that, we'll be on Jessica the Cryptid Huntress on Monday. We'll be talking about the Great Lake mysteries and mermaids and other stuff. So we will see you all then. Keep looking up
Keep your vibrations high.
and be careful of the dog man or whatever else creeps around your area. If for a dwarf and robin, it'd be a cougar.
Around here, it's goats.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.